Danganronpa.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Today, I think... No, actually, no, I don't think I'm ready for this trial. I'm gonna be honest. I do not know what we're getting into. My main assumption is still that Soda is the killer. Because I got nothing else in that last investigation. I don't know if that's the plan or not, or maybe I'm a bit slow, but... Hey, it is how it is. But let us continue on. So we left off last time. We've got one singular skill which Gundam gave us 2 episodes ago, which is increases the power of the silencer. Not exactly sure what it does, but we'll have it on. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into it, starting a little later than we would for a trial episode usually. I understand, but yeah, let's set this to auto and let's buckle in. I do also have a coffee, not in the Sonic mug, it's being washed, but I got a My Hero Academia mug instead. So we're going through all the popular properties today. I know.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
See, those portraits with the X's on are starting to add up, I will say. But hey, it is how it is. We will manage. We will persevere. Or will we?
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get
So,
warmed up and
I'm really interested to see where this goes, actually. Because
will be treated to a fancy lunch.
I don't know what you could deconstruct first. Because I know Nagito knows some sort of bombshell he's probably gonna drop, but... Poor Monami.
Because Coach Nekomaru risked his life
See,
to protect him. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him.
I
definitely
don't
find out
know.
who the killer is.
I'm trying to think, like...
Definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Oh, that was nice until the last sentence, but you know what? It's in character. It's in character.
Why don't we try going over the incident?
I would love to, because I don't even understand that at a basic level.
Strawberry House. So
Okay.
I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
Makes sense. Yeah, again, the you know, 2 strawberries tall gangster. Yeah. He didn't really do anything last time, did he? Except check all the clocks. I imagine that'll come into play. But oh,
and Chiaki were also with me.
yeah. So us 3 amigos find him at 7.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you 3 were together since last night!
I mean, we stay in the same house.
Some woman with flexible legs.
I don't know what that means, but you know,
Of course
what?
you're not. You're much classier than that.
Okay, I respect it.
I could probably do the splits real easy.
I kind of use the ultimate gymnast. You'd imagine she should be able to do splits, but what do I know?
To the tower together.
Okay.
And then, the 3 of us discovered Nekomaru's body. The body discovery
So-
was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
Oh,
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
so
As I recall, we
The only
found
thing
out
that
the
makes
elevator
sense
was
is
out of
that-
order, which left us
yeah. So the elevator was out of order, but it was disabled from
So we
Grape
decided to go to
House's
the tower
side.
for the time
So
being and headed for Strawberry Hall.
that kind of means somebody on our side would be more suspicious,
Someone even
unless they found a way to come and go like
Strawberry Hall's
Nagito
door
did,
button.
which
We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
ugh, I'm so sorry, Soda.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
See, Gundam knows what's up.
Forget these boring
Um,
intros. Let's talk
can't-
about
I-
the killer.
I can't see anybody on my side being a killer, but I also couldn't see Nikon being the killer last time, so maybe I should invert all my guesses. In which case,
There's
yay,
no way a
Soda
chick
survives.
Would kill someone so
But-
cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
I mean, I can't.
Hurry up and
See, Akane's kind of voicing out my my inner dilemma, where I think the only people who would kill someone are in Strawberry House, but because of the side it was broken on, it's like, which side is it?
Seriously. We don't
Okay.
have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Like, yeah, many.
The
Many.
incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
What do you mean, even she can understand?
The weapon is
I'm
obvious,
she's
right?
pretty clever. Soda. What?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
Oh? You can tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if it were that true. The only thing at the crime scene that looks like a weapon was probably the hammer, right? I think so. But why is Nagito interrupting? Like, Nagito, I'm not being funny. I don't like him. So, you know, So if I can shut him up, that'd be nice. Oh, okay. I see what I mean.
weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
So we don't gotta chisel away at them anymore. I like that.
Huh?
Well, no. No. Yeah, the hammer!
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
I mean, is that true,
If it was
though?
unexpected, I suppose that is.
Listen to the whole thing.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
Surprise beating we can agree with. I would love to agree with Soda, actually. The hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like you said, it looks like that's the case, but we have something against that. Don't think it's tipped over pillar. New-looking hammer.
The scene of the crime.
Chain, pillar fragments,
Pillar, huh?
broken doorknob.
No, the hammer.
And when we see the description for the hammer really quick, it was completely as if it were brand new. Oh, I'm gonna have to disprove him. Oh, right, nah. So, new-looking hammer.
Beat the crap out of him.
I mean, maybe, but I think...
If it was
Oh,
unexpected,
sorry, I
suppose
can't...
that is possible.
I'm bad at this, I apologize.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
With
The
that...
weapon is decided.
See, I wish I could disprove that last thing. I think new-looking hammer... We're gonna say hammer probably wasn't used and is meant to mislead us. So, let's
The
go.
weapon was right there.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap.
Can I get it with... I can, okay, okay.
No, that's wrong.
I was like 50-50 if that would go and beat the crap out of him, but okay. I'm with you, I'm with you. Oh, he looks so happy.
I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why
Oh.
can't you accept it?
He was happy 2 seconds ago.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right?
Where are you going with this, Hajime?
The hammer was
Because...
used to beat Nekomaru. You'd expect some oil to be on
Oh!
his face.
Yeah, no, that... See, I would have thought of that if it was regular blood, because it's oil, my brain's
But
like
that
skipping
hammer
over
was
it.
clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
And we need to find something that cleaned it.
The killer might have
But,
wiped
like-
off the oil later.
But we should have been able to find that, you know?
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
I hate the fact he's wrong.
Then why
I'm so
bother
sorry.
cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
I mean, yeah, that's I mean, you can't really hide things in the funhouse, can you?
Rightful, baby gangsta.
I'm sorry, what?
Baby gangster? Me?
So y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Oh, okay.
I thought,
Yeah.
maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Of course. This is entirely the truth. Whatever you say,
That
sir.
was a waste of time.
Shh.
Then
You
what was the
you
real
understand
reason
his
you two
genius,
murdered
Gundam.
Nekomaru?
The pillar.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, beyond the hammer, I have no clue what it could have been. Like, what the hell could you kill him with wire? Because he's a
How
robot.
about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't
Okay.
have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Does anything have oil on it, though? The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, wasn't it the broken pillar?
I see.
But that doesn't make sense because he kind of ruled that out being picked up in the investigation.
That broken pillar.
Hmm.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody can
I
withstand a blow from that pillar.
mean, no, but like,
You use 100% of your muscle strength.
yeah.
It would be
See, he's with the
impossible to
program.
wield as a
It's,
weapon.
huh?
Why?
It's,
Tried to move it, right?
yeah. I was gonna say, like, you can't pick that up. So, did he fall onto the pillar then and then get moved? But it's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you? Yeah.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy.
Ooh.
But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Nekomaru, possibly.
Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
Oh, are we inversing the original's case 4?
And then what?
By like our initial assumption being he killed himself when in reality he didn't? Because that would be
Killed himself?
case in point.
Stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
I mean, he was kind of already dead though. Like,
Even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
very true, very true. Whatever you say, Soda.
I Guess you're right.
Oh. She concedes so easily. But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would do that.
That's a problem. If it's not the pillar,
Yeah,
then
because
there's
they
no
kind of
other
like drew your
weapon we
attention to
can
it last time as well. Like, are they gonna go, hey, you think it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be, but it actually is,
There
but it's
may
not.
be a
It's
way
like,
to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
I'm actually all ears for this.
Huh? For reals?
Like,
Yes.
it kind of turns into Ryuji for a second.
I see. So my gut was right after all.
I should find Sony saying that as funny as it
It's
is.
up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Okay, well, take us away, Sonia, and we have ourselves a wire, a good night, but oil on the floor, tips over pillar, chain, pill fragments, and broken doorknob.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Okay.
If the pillar was not
I respect the ghost Sony from Soda there.
beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
I mean, that's possible.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Oh, you absolutely could. The man you are.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
Okay. They kill murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar, is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
No, because am I right in assuming there were pillar fragments? Yeah,
Beating
okay.
him with it is
What about tipping the pillar over?
No,
They aimed right
Oh,
for his
okay, so
head
we'll skim
and
through the rest.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Again, you could, Soda. If you were the killer, you could be able to pull off the inhuman, you know, that superhuman task.
Exerted a ton of
No, it's pillar fragments. Let me. Sorry, I've never played this game in my life. You wouldn't be mistaken for thinking that, but I think pill fragments on Sony's first yellow.
beating him with it is
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right
Oh,
for
you-
his head and bullseye.
It's fine. Okay, it's fine. Oh,
Even I could
okay.
probably tip it over.
Okay. I didn't realize if you held that down, it'd stay. Okay.
I'm getting hella
But I feel like,
excited.
yeah, pill fragments underneath his body, so there's very.
if the pillar was beating him with it is
What about tipping the pillar over?
She sounds so evil. I kind of hate how they sound in that effect, but hey, it helped us get it, and that's what matters. Ooh.
Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar. Then there should have been fragments.
See, that song
on top
starts
of
off
his body.
so snazzy, and then it like just doesn't.
Huh? Fragments?
Like rocks in it.
The pillar fragments were scattered
Yeah.
beneath Nekomaru's
Yeah.
body.
So it's
but
tipped
there
over
weren't any on top of
beforehand.
his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed it, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
So maybe that was like a first attempt that like maybe injured him and then he moved. Oh
I
no.
briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened. I see.
Because nobody's going to be able to lift him up and put him on top of fragments,
My
are they?
bad.
If they didn't
It's fine,
tip
you
it
tried,
over,
Sonia.
then how did the killer
Um,
murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
Maybe they like
How
raised
much
a section of
longer
it
you
up with the
focus on
wire.
pillar? Just let it go already.
It was the hammer, like Soda said
There's no
in
way
his
I can let it
genius.
go. I'm positive
Hmm.
that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
Because she's the one who did it, duh.
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure
Oh, shit.
that instinct is
Yeah, I was
wrong,
enjoying the sound of
can we?
silence coming out of his mouth. Or should I say the lack of it?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
I'm about to drop the pillar on you if you don't talking vaguely. I imagine like a pulley, but like, how? What would you wrap it around? You know?
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter.
I don't like him anymore.
What a waste of talent. And
Oh.
you intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Nah, we
What did you say?
yeah, no, you're upsetting Soda. It's
Regardless,
personal,
It's
ish.
not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I
I-
can lend a hand.
I don't like you, Nagito.
Hey, Nagito.
You're a bit mean.
What the hell happened to you?
Yeah, please kick him down a few steps,
How come
pegs,
you're not
whatever
talking
they
like a
are.
lunatic anymore?
Oh yeah, he does
I've
sound more
learned a
sane.
valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Who cares?
How is Fuyuhiko the straight man for once? Like, bro, he's actually mellowed out, to be fair. Props to him.
First of all, the pillar itself is not enough.
Oh, and you'd
But
know.
when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
I imagine the rope.
Ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon? Isn't that?
We're gonna find out what this is from
thing we get
Nagito
when we
then?
Clear the final dead room?
Oh. See, the fact he's clueless gives me the tiniest bit of hope that it isn't Soda.
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
I'm always actually.
Seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst and flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
I love him.
Only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark diviners.
Oh, she's enabling him.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Oh, the straight face. He's
Bullshit and say it
nah.
clearly.
He saw that bush and was
What
like,
is the
nah,
ultimate
nah.
weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to
Oh,
solve the
okay.
secret
Yeah,
of the funhouse.
This was one of the few things I was able to kind of get where this was leading
Secret
us.
of the Funhouse?
Because I imagine the map we've been given
Still
isn't
don't
accurate.
realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Oh, I
forgot.
I don't like you.
Except for Hajime, of course.
I'm going to kill you with a cinder
Except
block,
for Hajime?
bitch.
We make it out
I
of this.
can tell I was Breaking Bad clip today. Yeah,
Anyway, we must
yeah,
first
I'm sorry.
clarify
Also, him dropping that in the middle of the
funhouse,
clash trial?
right?
Rude.
Then
How
I
dare
think
he?
It must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
On point with that, I think, Sonia, I don't think the map that we've been given is entirely accurate. Like, either these are 2 floors stacked on top of each other, or they're arranged.
Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
But only
But in
through.
actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
And we were speculating it was the other way around, so the door's where the elevator would be.
It is
That's basically
undeniable
where
that
they're
such
joined.
a
And then the
serene,
tower is some other
building structure
doohickey.
is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but
And he-
Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
He looks so happy to be here.
I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Faux show. Okay, I didn't realize Sonia was like that, but fair enough. 2 houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Did we? Now, what we got? Wire, good night, but then tipped over pillar for Yuhiko's account, wall clock, broken doorknob, strange feeling in tower. What is the strange feeling in tower? Because if it's what I think it is, that might be helpful. Or whether you enter from the tower from Grape Hall, Strawberry Hall, the placement in Danganronpa's body, tipped over pillar and oil stains, even the distance of parts Kazuichi range, which look exactly the same. Okay.
Are actually the exact same place.
I can agree with that, actually.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
I mean, like, obviously the 2 main houses have to exist, but I think the hall is one building. Maybe.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
But they change colour, so.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem.
It
10
screens!
years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Number 1 defender. This whole time I've been thinking the 2 towers are the same building, but if that was only the mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here. Okay, so
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
I think that's reasonable to assume. I would agree with that if given the chance.
Is that really it?
But I guess,
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I'll stick with strange
The
feeling.
walls are different colors.
That's
The
lights.
designs on the floor are also different.
Can I? No. Okay. Yeah, so, okay.
In truth, are actually the exact.
So that's the secret.
Is that really it?
It's weird
I
to
mean,
say they're both.
The
I...
walls are different. The designs on the floor.
We've already settled. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss
Or are
Sonia.
they? Huh. Okay, let's go through again. So do we have tipped over pillar? Damaged area of the pillar was also stained, so heavy to move on budget. It won't be that. A pillar fragments, Fuyuhiko's account, that won't be it. Strawberry Hall's button was broken. Then broken doorknob. I imagine. Yeah, go on then. I'll do broken doorknob if that's in here, because I think. Is it in here?
Are actually the exact same place.
No, so. Oh. Okay, so I didn't hit it, but I feel as though broken doorknob works. Depending on which door you enter from, it'll, you know, have one on the opposite one or not, so. So talk.
Are actually the exact same place.
What? Huh? What happened, Hashime? You've been overcome with madness. If you I think that is a decent argument. Like,
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape
okay.
Tower
And then why a good night button? Actually, can I?
So that's the secret
Okay, so I
of the
can pick
funhouse.
stuff up if I want to.
Is that really? It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I know, I'm looking at my timer and kind of starting to
The walls
panic.
are different colors.
But they can change because of the screens, right? Is that written anywhere? Akane Sakachi, a rumbling noise. A wall clock. That won't be, I don't think. Again, it's a matter of narrowing down what and then just using it wherever. Like, I don't know, maybe it is the, maybe it is what I'm thinking. Oh, one of the ones from Fabrica's Strawberry House is missing because the one was originally attached to that door. I still feel like... No, actually, the doorknob would be proof that it is the same place, so...
We've already settled this problem.
So let's, broken doorknob.
Years before you argue with
Maybe we gotta disagree with Akane. Maybe that's why we're going with this? Maybe.
Are actually the exact.
So that's the secret.
Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
No? Huh. Not looking good for my health, I'll admit.
In truth,
Like, again, so
Strawberry Tower and
strange
Grape
feeling in
Tower
tower.
are
That, again, I don't think we can use that to disprove anything, can we? Once the body went from the Great Tower Strawberry Hole, the placement of Nekomaru's body, the sips over pillar, and oil stains, even the similar parts of Kazuichi range look exactly the same. I mean, could we use that against? Oh!
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I don't entirely understand how that works, but kind of process of elimination there.
Are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Did they?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Right. So Soda's gotta get in there by the end of the game, otherwise he's simped for nothing. Okay.
We went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall.
I'm still very lost, but I'm sure we'll put it together very slowly. Very slowly.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
So, like, the room had to spin then, right? Or maybe, like, they're sneakily stacked on top of each other?
Probably some kind of trick. The floor rotating 180 degrees or something.
Yeah, that'd be my thought process.
And see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place.
But, like, hasn't it previously not done that, so...
So then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
I mean, yes.
Does
Yes.
that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
Just tell us what you know already, man. Why is it gonna be so annoying about it, you know? It's like, ah. Okay.
Bow down.
Oh. Okay. Been a while since we've had a little clash.
Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
I mean, that's,
Moving
huh.
from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower?
I don't think so.
Together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Like, yeah, it's not feasible.
Then Monokuma did it.
I
While we were moving,
nah.
Monokuma quickly moved things around.
I don't see that being feasible.
Are you saying the broken pillar was
I mean, we have seen Monokuma be quite strong, but I feel like even then, him just randomly choosing to rearrange a room is...
Let them
Nah.
roll it.
I mean, you're clearly wrong, Sonia, because you're against Hajime, but still.
Let them eat cake.
Oh, she's one of those people. Okay. Okay, right, let's go. I'm digging this music. We've got wire, oil on the floor, tipped over pillar, new looking hammer, chain, pillar fragments, and broken
There are
doorknob.
many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
Okay.
And
Oh.
Nekomaru could have been moved.
But little bit of lag.
It was Monokuma's doing.
I don't think that's possible. Hey! Okay. As expected of a princess, she's overcoming my arguments with great confidence. I need to counter her remarks and wait for an opportunity to refute her.
Different ways.
Okay, seriously, why am I lagging?
The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Let's get him.
Could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved.
Okay, I think...
piece by
Can we
piece.
get it this time? I think so.
It was Monokuma's doing.
Okay, I guess I can't miss a single one there, because otherwise she gets through.
Different ways. The body and the pillar could
Okay,
have
let's
been
just keep him going.
moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
Very weird. Very weird.
And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece.
And then-
I agree it was Monokuma's doing.
What? Am I missing something here? As expected of a princess, she's overcoming my arguments with great confidence.
There are many different ways.
Like, I've got...
Body and the pillar could have been moved.
I've got a very good combo, but yeah.
Could have been
Huh.
rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved.
Like, do I need to recharge my stuff? I don't...
I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Okay, seriously, as expected... Huh.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been. And Nekomaru could. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I am afraid I don't entirely understand what's going on here. I can't just listen to what she's saying, I just need to respond. I'm trying, Hajime. So, we're gonna start with this. Get that, like, there, and then...
The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Yeah, and then we can continue on.
The pillar could
Okay.
have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved. piece
Yeah,
by
see, this is... I feel this is a very tight amount, but...
Monokuma's doing.
Oh my god, okay, we got it in the end. We just had to double up on
Moving
some
the
of
body
them.
and the pillar in such a short time.
Ooh.
That might be hard even for
Okay.
Monokuma, don't you think?
Yeah.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding up the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have
No.
moved it all, easy as pie.
Okay. No, there's definitely a hole in what she just said. I need to show the evidence that contradicts that. Okay.
You have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic with the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Everything at the crime scene. Was there something that wasn't moved? No, there's definitely a hole in what she just said. Okay, well, let's see.
It seems you have forgotten.
Actually, no, can I... So, she says he can move everything because of his strength. He can just move everything at the crime scene. Is there something he would be unable to move? Oil on the floor? I would imagine that oil on the floor is quite, you know, on there.
Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Okay, we do have oil on the floor. And yeah, we got to retreat, okay. Yeah, she's very good at this.
Different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved.
I think we got it. We'll see. We'll see. This is difficult though. I will say I'm struggling this clash trial the most out of any.
It was Monokuma's doing.
Okay, I gotta get double up on some of those then.
There
Alright,
are
let's go.
many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Okay, yeah, that's what we like to
Pillar
see.
could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have
See, I don't know when they're gonna fly off screen, which is like kind of making me panic. But hey, I think. Yeah, okay, so we get this, and then I imagine oil on the floor is like hard to move. Like, yo, he
Body
can't.
and the pillar in such a short time.
And it's just,
That might be
is it
hard
Y?
even for Monokuma,
I think
don't
it's
you
Y to attack it. We'll see. Apologies, it's taking so long.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the
Oh, okay. Got me. We got there in the end. We got there in the end. Took a little while, but we're progressing. We are progressing.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
See, we knew the answer. We were just struggling very badly with that minigame. Like, what are they gonna do? You know, get more out of him? Like, if that's all he's got, that's too much of an ask, I think.
Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Because it would be impossible to clean up, and, like, getting more would be very difficult, I'd imagine, so...
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
Yeah. Sorry, Sonia.
I'm terribly sorry. I
It's fine.
cannot
She's
believe
trying to
I got
help.
so fired
She's
up.
trying to help.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
Bro, he's seeing wedding bells.
What really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
I think it means they are. Like,
We can't be certain of that either.
But like, you can't mirror a whole dead body.
The handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building,
Hmm.
two different buildings, then what are they?
Indeed, Chiaki. This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues. Hey,
Naruto.
we actually have to ask him
I knew my turn was coming up.
eventually.
I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
I assume this is to do with what he found in the armory, maybe? I don't know.
Then it wouldn't mean anything.
No, he could
I
see
need you
outside,
guys
to be fair.
do this class trial properly.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We need to stick to the
Because
rules.
it will help me determine something.
Okay. Yeah, determine? Is he talking about the Tracer? Ooh. If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Like, huh. Yeah, weird. Did something happen to him? Brain damage from a young age, but that's not recent,
Your hint
probably.
is any good. It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that.
Oh, the
reason
cross
I'm
on
the
a
only
Mikon's
one
is
who
different to
knows
everybody
it
else's as well. It just clocks
because
that.
I was the only
It's like,
one who
a plaster.
performed the appropriate action.
I suppose, like, you know, the UN hospital sign. You performed the appropriate action in order to learn that secret. Could be talking about the life-threatening game, I think. Yeah, okay, we got a little bit of our life back as well.
You're talking about
Yay.
the final dead room, right? You cleared the
So-
life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
I don't know if you noticed if anything was missing from there.
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I
hmm.
cleared it.
Do you think something like that would be dusty, so maybe you could, like, analyze the footprints? I don't know.
There was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by
So,
itself.
I'm assuming that allowed him to
That
get the
window,
true layout
I
of the
saw
building.
some very strange scenery.
So,
Strange scene.
nobody was using the lift or
Instead of
was
explaining,
inside that tower for
it
that
might be
time.
faster just to show you.
We're gonna have a little
At an
recess?
opportune time, I found a perfect camera
Oh!
in the final dead room.
I think he just used my heroes, but
Picture.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
He was just admiring. He was admiring the scenery. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner
See?
pocket.
This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again.
Okay.
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
I don't see any other building behind that
But
tower.
Don't you think it's weird? If
Yes.
the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then
That's
there's
that's
lots
high
of things
too.
that don't make sense in this picture, right?
I'm trying to put that together in my head. That's difficult. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
We're not children. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Oh, you want me to actually select? I would guess the tower, maybe? I'm gonna say the top part of this tower. It's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. That's what we've been thinking all along. Which means it's not unnatural at all, don't you agree? Everyone's staring, looks like I just made a fool of myself. Maybe it's the lack of building here.
Here!
Yeah, okay. It was one of the two.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was,
It should be
the
there.
house and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
Yeah. So, question is, where is the other house
Which
then?
means
Like underground?
If you're viewing the
Or
tower from
up,
Strawberry
like-
House, you should see Grape House behind it.
Oh no. Intriguing. Very
But in
intriguing.
this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
And the other thing, this is taken from the bottom floor as well, so
See? And is that it?
Yeah, Final Dead Room was on the bottom floor, wasn't it? Negative said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained within it. Oh, jeez, okay. What does make sense in this picture? Oh, okay, think. Maybe the trees? Like, we're high up, so... Yeah, I'm gonna say the trees. Like, you're on the ground floor, right? Why are there trees below you?
You said
Okay.
the photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final.
Okay,
building,
I'm with it.
right?
We're with the program. We're speeding up now, even if it's just a little. I'll take it. I'll
If
respect
that's
it.
the case, then that means it should
Uh-huh.
have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yes, like, why are you above every tree in human history? You know, it's like, ooh, it should have been. What do you,
This is
like,
definitely
like, you could have just climbed out the window and got a better photo, you know, Nagito, like,
This
you're
photo doesn't
really
look like it was taken from
not
the
a
first
team
floor.
player if you think about it.
Angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Actually, imagine that's what he did. Like, I don't see the window. Do you guys see the window? I don't see the window. Maybe he climbed out and took it from up high to confuse us. Because he's the killer.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo.
Okay, let's hear it.
The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
Fair enough.
It's not. Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
So was I right in assuming they were
From
stacked
this
on top
point
of each
on,
other?
Do your own thinking. Now that you finally
I would
have the
imagine
same
so.
requirements as me,
Yeah. That kind of has to be the case, right?
if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this.
I mean,
It might be
we say.
possible for Hajime
We
to
claim.
solve it too, even though he's
I
just a normal
am gonna have you
student.
bagged and taken away. I hope you know that, Nagito Komaeda.
Despite the fact
You
that
aren't
don't
safe.
have a real
You are not safe. I hope you understand that. You sleep with one eye open. Oh, the other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Jeez, what did you two get up to off camera? Alright, let's hear it. Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. Hey, you showed up? How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're
Oh,
referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House.
so did he drop through that trap door in the Final Dead Room's armory?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
I don't know.
The top floor.
I wish I did know, though.
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already? Top floor. So the third floor?
I...
But the Monokuma
Yeah,
archives should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
Is there going to be like a belligerently obvious trapdoor in the ceiling that I've missed? 'Cause I mean, that line up, I think. Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo we took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Oh, what are we doing? Logic dive. Okay, I was going to say, if this was Hangman's Gambit, I would cry. I would firmly cry. Well, let's go for a drift. Let's go for some time. Okay, and wait. What? Okay, Y-ish jump. Gotta reacquaint myself with the controls. You know, it's good to get humbled every now and then. Actually, is my motto. So let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going. Stay away from the blue. Blue is bad. Blue is scary. I'm scared. Okay, first one. What we got? What we got? Oh, I'm sorry. I was expecting a question to come up, and unless maybe that was a Oh no. Okay, is this a checkpoint then? Nah, question 1. Does Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? I mean, they kind of have to, right? I mean, it'd be kind of silly if they didn't. Yeah, like we're not going to be in like some sort of simulation where it's like, aha, you know? It's like, no. So, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, seriously, so why are they showing up? Like, I'm trying to drift here. I'm trying to drift here. I'll have you know. Banging tracks though. Banging tunes. Let's go. Okay, no question 2? Fine. Oh, okay, we're hitting a few. Oh, okay. Look at my boy go. Strawberry House and Grape House, the same building or different buildings? I'm gonna say they're the same building. Like, it kind of has to be, right? I imagine that means that Strawberry House is on top of Grape House as well. Hey, now, okay, turn around. Let's make sure we stay on it. And are we good? Are we good? I'm hoping we're good. And a little bit of a jump. What we got? We got one more yellow until the next question starts, right? It's my game hypothesis. So where are we going to put this together in the end? How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Vertically, obviously. Like, they can't be presented horizontally because we just disproved that, so... I assume that means we're gonna hit the end then, right? Maybe? Mayhaps? Yeah, it's going all the different colours. We did it. We did it.
It's all coming together.
Go on, Hajime. Maybe you're not as brain dead as I thought. Hell yeah.
Got it. I
It's
know
like,
the
see, he
secret of
knows.
the funhouse.
Ultimate or not, he still knows his
Then
stuff.
let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
A good one. That you will accept, you
The
privileged
picture
brat.
Nagito took from Strawberry House. I didn't see Grape House at all.
So,
Where did Grape House go?
it didn't go
There's
anywhere.
only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House.
That doesn't make sense. Well, yeah. I was gonna say, why is the tower that
Which
tall?
means Strawberry House
But
and Grape House
it
are
kinda
in
makes
the
sense
same
for either,
building,
doesn't it?
but on different
So.
floors.
I mean, above or below. You know, it's like, why is it going up that high? Why is it going down that low? It works out.
Different floors?
Then
Oh, he's
two
flabbergasted.
houses aren't two different three-story buildings.
It's one 6-story building,
Six-story building?
which is a bit mental. Also, this is meant to be inside a park, right? Like, why are we inside a forest now?
It's clear where
Does anybody else
Strawberry
clocks
House
that?
is located.
Very suspicious. Where Strawberry House is located, it's gonna be above Grape House, right?
I see.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
So is that... So that means both halls are on top of each
Photo
other.
taken from the first
Does that
floor
mean
of
the floor
Strawberry
functions
House
as
was
some
at
sort of
high
lift then? Right? Like, that makes sense, because I'm not seeing 2 cylinders.
Altogether, this means the
Well,
first
well, yeah,
floor
the
of
floor has to
Strawberry
move.
House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Yeah, okay. I think we're on to something with this. Mayhaps.
Oh snap! I never expected that the two houses
She's learning
would
slang. I
never
think we
work
gotta,
But
Yeah.
what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
I mean, that...
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
Yeah.
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes.
So we purposely got misdirected. But you can make both of those shapes inside of just a cylindrical building with just
Quadrilateral
extra
and
padding for each
hexagon.
wall.
Overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would
Or-
perceive them.
That also works too.
And it worked.
Oh! Loving those 3D
Disregarding
PSP
the
graphics though.
tower,
Mm.
we fully
Perfection.
believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building.
Yeah, okay, that
when
did
he
strike
brought
me as
us.
strange. Although also, seeing as this is possibly like on a different island far away from the fun thing, that checks out.
Kumud!
What do you mean I just been Kumud?
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
I mean, you got one trick. It's a bit amateurish, really.
Building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a
But you'd think if
building
they'd be able to have heard
without
each other,
knowing
like hear
how
each other.
How horrible!
But I guess not. I guess not.
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
I mean, they gotta be.
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building.
And the floor just moves. That makes sense. So, is that the ultimate
Strawberry House was
weapon?
on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape
So the
House.
walls didn't change then, it was just the floor moving up and down. With lights or whatever to
If
fit
there's
each scene.
different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
It was a lift, right?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know. But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
He looks so happy, man. Good for him. Good for him.
Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
He's like a poor, sad, Spanish, hopeless romantic. And I love it. Anyway, get to yapping. We got Monokuma found 4 wire, good night, button tipped over pillar chain, broken doorknob, strange feeling in tower. Pretty please let me agree with him.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Know your limits.
Hurry up.
He has no limits.
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Is it
was
fake?
actually a dummy.
I don't think that can be right, because
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
is there something that can disprove that? Oh, she's got stars in her eyes as well?
They stole my spotlight.
Right, we gotta disprove
One
Gundam.
was a fake
For Soda.
body.
Shut up. Just pick one of them.
He's so disheartened. A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? Yeah, I think,
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a
like
flash.
chain?
Hurry up, dumbass.
Broken doorknob.
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Strange feeling in
was
tower.
actually a dummy.
No, I think maybe it was just a lift. Yeah,
No, that's wrong.
at least I imagine. I imagine that's what we're gonna go with presenting that. Getting all the mileage out of that truth bullet as well.
Nekomaru's
Ooh,
body wasn't a dummy.
it's a nice
That
start.
can be proven by
Respect
Kazuichi's
it.
account.
Me?
Yeah, looks like he's the MVP.
When
He's the
we
GOAT.
moved from Great Tower
And
to
possibly the
Strawberry
killer,
Tower,
regrettably. Like, I don't know.
we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Because we said the killer had to have cleared the final dead room, right? Is so... Because I'm still suspicious on him, but is Soda actually the type that I think would play Russian roulette? I don't know. I don't know. Either way, not just that. The parts that he arranged carefully, like when they disassembled the body, all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Great Tower, right?
Yeah. So...
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Also the clock. You know, like...
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Sonya, never mind, you just plummeted my... How dare you suggest
Sonia,
my suspicion?
That's a pretty harsh joke.
Nah, 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 nah.
You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was,
Let's hear your
he
reasoning.
wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall.
True. Good cover story,
It'd
but...
be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is disappointing.
But disappointing!
Even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it
Even if you won't be
still
Sonya's
wouldn't have the
Kazuichi, you'll be my
important
sweet
answer.
prince. And then if he gets suspiciously rich because of the fact he's royalty, well,
Even though it was supposed to
I'm hearing Will Plan Model 3.
Maybe it was simply moved.
The body moved to a different floor?
Yeah, it's just a lift, isn't
You
it?
can't think of a device like that?
I can. Do not make me spell this out, Chiaki. It's clearly a lift. And if you give me elevators to spell out, I'll be even more mad. A device like that. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Oh! It's a lift! It's a lift! How? Okay. Right, fine. Let's go. L. Even the game knows it's stupid. Alright, L, V, A. And then, hey, oh, you get, T, O. Where's R? I would love to find the letter R right now, actually. There we are. Bada bing, bada boom, and they call them the Forget About It Brothers. That was the quickest we've ever done that. I guess we did get lucky with the letters, so.
You must be talking about an elevator.
God, Hashime,
Are you saying
I-
Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
yes, an
Where the hell is this
elevator.
elevator anyway?
Like, it's the hall, isn't it?
The
Like,
tower itself.
the floor just does some stuff.
The inside of
Some
the tower is one
shenanigans.
big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
So, that is interesting.
So
Is that why you can't open the
Strawberry Hall or
other...
Grape Hall?
Yeah, that must be why you can't open the door on the other side whenever you're in
It
there.
all leads to the same
Huh.
room, right?
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to me.
So
See,
that's why
like,
we could
so we've
only
pieced together the
enter
mystery of the
from one
funhouse,
side
but
or
in
the
terms of
other.
how the murder was done, we're still quite far away, in my opinion.
Now that you mention
I...
it, sometimes when I pressed the door button,
Also, I hate the fact my
it
face
took
cam's
a
covering
while
up
for it
Soda.
to open.
Let me know, should I shrink my face cam so, at least in case 5's
We were
trial,
basically waiting for the
assuming
room to
he's
arrive,
still
just
here,
like an elevator.
you know, we can see his face. I mean,
Please,
you
hold
know.
on.
You know what I
If
mean?
the
It's like,
inside of the whole
justice for
tower
Soda?
ascends and descends
Question mark?
like an elevator,
maybe. Oh, what we got?
then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
Huh.
And a picture of a grape on the far back.
Well, that was just because those doors are built into the tower, right? Like, you can even see that they're inset, so they're not going to get snagged by the lift going
Room just
past.
moves up and down like an elevator. There's no reason for the doors to change.
Well, again, it must be for the sake of keeping up the illusion, right?
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
So maybe the killer must have known then how these rooms
But when we
operated
entered
too.
Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
I'm just going to assume there's 4 doors in there as opposed to the 2 they're assuming.
Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people
Yeah.
and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
You about to come in and back me up, Chiaki? I would hope so.
What did you say?
I don't know.
Let's put aside what's true.
Also, are they adjusting the portraits according to the character's height? I've just clocked that. It's like,
It's fine.
is Fukiko still the shortest character?
What does
Or is
everything
Teru?
that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the 2 towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about stuff like that for a while. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all move with the elevator. Okay. One thing all of these have in common, they were all on the floor.
I see.
Yeah, so the wall changed.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
Also, I know they're voiced by the same person, but I swear Hajime just sounded vaguely like Adachi for a second there.
Door change. If you can figure
Amen.
that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
What? There's something unique about that elevator. Only the 4 moves, right?
I see.
Okay, I was running off that assumption from the beginning, but it's important to get it laid out.
That's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor.
I hope the intermission's coming up soon. I don't know if it's just me.
Only the
Not that I'm hopeful for it for. I might record this in 2 halves, but yeah, it's kind of like,
The whole room wasn't an
I'm not sure if anybody else did this when they were young. Like, you would get like the bottom part of the Pringles can and then just kind of like, you know, push it up.
That's why we saw
'Cause you were
different
bored.
doors in each tower.
Sometimes you get bored. But that's my only explanation for why I know that. You know, it's like you push it in and then like, oh, the foremost. It basically is that.
Strawberry design.
I'm not sure if that was relevant to mention or not, but you know.
And on the
I get you.
fourth floor, which was
Yeah.
Strawberry Tower, a different door on the
Does there
far
need
back
to be an
wall
answer
had
to
grape
that?
design.
I don't think that does need to.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
Well, just up, right?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're
Oh,
probably just
okay,
for
they meant
show.
those ones, right.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
For the
They
illusion.
falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
So also that means the contact elevator did move up and down rather than just rotating 180 so you're going sideways. I've just put that together now.
Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
It also explains why we couldn't go through them directly to the other
don't
side.
get it.
So,
But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
yeah, that checks out. A lot.
Did you hear that, Monami?
What, did Monami design this place?
Me? Take
Okay, no.
responsibility for yourself.
I trust every word out of her mouth.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Oh, by the way, what's what?
No way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
Yeah, sorry, just to pause for a second. I should have mentioned this at the start of the episode and I entirely forgot. Might be getting towards the end. Monaco's Japanese voice actor died recently. They also voiced Doraemon in Japan for like ages. They were 90. Figured I should say that during this episode. Pay my respects. I know it's a little late, obviously because I've got a backlog of these. But yeah, Monaco's Japanese voice actor died. Did a very good performance though. If you have not heard this game and sub, I would recommend that. They are very, very good. And yeah, figured I should mention that. My bad for not mentioning it earlier.
Far back door in Grape
Bit weird to drop it in the
Tower
middle of the trial, I know, but hey. My thoughts will come in 1 second and be gone the next, so
Probably
do it while I
wrapped
can
there by
remember.
the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible. Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Huh? Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the strawberry hole side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the strawberry hall button, so we'd stay away.
So
from
they
the
knew
strawberry
about it
tower.
being a lift too. Intriguing. Interesting,
Done
some
to
would say.
tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse.
Which is clever. Shout out to them.
The appearance
Still,
of a body
not really
in the
honing
tower
in who it could be though.
contradicts what we thought we knew
Like,
about the
I mean, it
building.
kind of rules out anybody who I wouldn't think, you know, would have the brain smarts to think of it. So like,
In that
I don't know.
situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry
maybe Sonia.
Tower,
She's talked a
we'd
fair
have
bit
seen that
about this
contradiction
trial.
firsthand.
Usually that's an indicator of who the killer is, so I don't know.
And
Do we want to
using
go
that as a
Sonia?
clue, we might have discovered the
Also,
truth.
I don't know. I don't think it'd be Chiaki. I don't
The
know.
truth
I
that the
genuinely
two
have no
houses
idea
and
who it
two
could be.
towers are actually one
And that bothers
complete
me, but also it's
vertical
like,
building.
go on actually. Drag me on for a little ride.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
Yeah, so they knew, which is, well, you know, helpful.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
I mean, the thing is
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
if we go for the assumption that it would have.
It would have been a major inconvenience.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Ooh.
This funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
See, now I'm all ears.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Is it?
Gundam, please proceed.
Sonia's,
You said
She's breaking
earlier
Soda's heart.
that Strawberry
So mean.
House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If
Yes.
so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Same manner as the hallway, just up vertically, right? I see, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Ooh.
Does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator.
Okay.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
I see. Huh.
Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
Yeah. Ooh.
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right, and in Strawberry it was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Yeah. Ooh, that's not good. We got Akane's account, Fukiko's account, Contact Elevator, and Nagito Kazuichi. I think it's Kazuichi's account.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
I think it is.
The elevator should
Because he's the one who did the compass thing for Nagito.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Huh.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
I hate the fact they've become a two-team as well. It's like, poor Soda.
Curtain of teamwork.
Yeah, he's losing it. And my guy, actually. So Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is that really the case?
If the two houses are connected vertically,
So,
The elevator should move.
listen out.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
No? I would think maybe it, like, circles round. You know, double confusing. You know, just for fun, Monokuma got a bit goofy.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not
However, if the contact the towers are in.
Which means you're.
It's clearly contradictory. What's with this?
Yeah, okay, so it's those two statements. And Kazuichi's, just to make sense of it, is what I'm thinking it is, right? Compas's needle spun 180 degrees what was inside the contact elevator. Yeah, okay.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Oh!
No, that's wrong.
Oh! Okay, got there in the end. But,
The
huh.
elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
So it does.
Isn't that right?
It does
Cosmo?
both. It does both. Bit weird to think of, but it's Monokuma who designed it, so
Use the elevator while
it's
you're
like not
holding that cup of
too
Nagito
weird, you know? It's like I'm expecting it to be weird.
Ah, that. Yeah, that's pretty strange. From start to
My
finish,
guy.
somehow
My
the
guy.
compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
So
As the elevator
the other
moved
one's
between the two
mirrored,
houses,
if that makes sense.
it
So rather than
also
the
rotated
yeah,
180
so like the
degrees.
entrance is the diagonal rather than directly on top of each other.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated.
I'm
to
loving the
side.
fact that's in like 4 frames a second as well.
The exit would be on the opposite
Never
side
change,
once you
PSP, never
arrived at
change.
the other house, right?
We love it. We love it.
And thanks to that,
Whew.
the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
But we are inside one, so
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
he was waiting for
And
that
since
too.
The building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
You can tell he had far too much making this just to F with us, didn't he?
You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm
I mean,
different from these lowly humans.
I hate the fact he's kind of right, you know?
Done with the secret
Nah.
of the funhouse, right?
Nah.
Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
Yeah, we're finally done with that. So,
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
till we figure this out, and then we'll get into mission. I think my previous
You
guess was
still
off.
Don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
Knowledge? Are they gonna pull that angle?
Octagon, I haven't heard about that yet.
Hmm.
Oh my! I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just weren't very
If you know
clear,
what an octagon
Nagito.
means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
How? What an octagon means? I mean, it's clearly a 8-sided shape, like. But how that exactly is a weapon, I don't understand.
8 sides, right? I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
He wants to fight, genuinely. I will take this out back, Nagito Komaeda.
Where is the place?
And I will
beneath the
put
name Octagon?
some severe, like whatever he had earlier going on in the game in terms of like anxiety and self-loathing and doubt, I'll put it right back in him. The place befitting of the Octagon is probably, I imagine here, right? The elevator is the Octagon? Wow. Oh, never mind. My bad. Octagon. I mean, that's that's a hectagon. So think, it would be, can I rotate this? No, I can't. It would be about there, right? I think if we're going off the photo. Strawberry House is the Octagon, but isn't Strawberry House 4-sided? You're right. Maybe it's this? The Octagon is inside the tower, isn't the tower circular? I mean, yeah. Like, there's no way it's this, because I don't, going off the sides there. Yeah, it's 6-sided!
Crap!
So where could it be? Outside? Hey, which place would be the Octagon? Everyone's staring, looks like I just made a fool of myself. Oh, we're almost dead. Okay, just checking the question again. Never mind. Which place would be the Octagon? I mean, we know it's... Finally, it would be like here, right? Maybe? I don't know. Well, no, because they keep going, oh, you know, woe is us, etc., etc. Would it be like here? How? What? I genuinely don't understand that. I decided to pick the intersection of a load of areas to see if it hit the right one.
Concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
Yeah, I'd love to know too,
You know
actually.
how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Yes?
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges.
What?
It's an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room.
Wow.
In actuality, That place contained various weapons.
Wow. Okay.
And the ultimate weapon
Spike
was there
Chunsoft,
too?
you're starting to jump me here.
That's
I'm
a
starting to
little
lose the plot with you,
I
but
learned the true identity
I mean,
of the ultimate
okay,
weapon
I'll
at
roll
the
with it.
end of the
I'll
film.
roll with it. Don't understand what's going on though, but we'll roll. Okay.
The
Oh,
true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
I was kind of expecting a cheesy twist like that, to be fair.
The killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
So did they use the lift to drop Nekomaru to his death?
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery.
Okay.
Then thought of a way to kill, making use of the building structure.
Okay. So it must be the lift then, right? There's no other way that makes sense.
So they
Like maybe,
killed using the building
maybe
structure?
Nekomaru broke his way in
That's why the
from
killer tried to keep us from learning the
Strawberry
mystery of
House,
the building.
and then I don't know. Maybe had somebody like
Importantly,
call the lift from Grape House,
itself as a
or somebody
weapon?
called it. He holds on to that doorknob, which broke off and then falls to his death. Then maybe.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
I mean, yeah, I think Nagido's lost it, but sure. The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. That was a bit slow in terms of the first half of the trial, but I reckon it'll really pick up in the second half. But sure. Why, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. I can already tell it would be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami's a serious Stuffatly. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stuffatly, huh? That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Stuffatly. Huh, what? There's a fat head in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stuffatly.
She's got, like, the same body type as you. You're just mean, Monokuma. You're mean. I may be projecting. But oh well. I'm gonna save. And I think I am gonna do the second half of this in a bit. So, see you at the next, like, after the jump cut, where I imagine me starting up this recording again is about to get jump scared by Monami's intro that she normally does. So see you then. Okay, so we're back. I suppose we'll get straight into things. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping the Clash Trial picks up in this half, though. Because, you know, we figured out the,
Hello. I hope your day.
Hi, Monami. Yeah, no, we figured out how the funhouse works, right? So I'm kind of hoping now we get into the source of it, you know? I want to find out how they pulled this off. But,
My heart's something like crazy.
it's a start.
I might
It's
as well
a
have
start.
laid back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
Okay, sure.
Ah,
To each
but
their
be
own.
careful that
To
you
each their own,
don't
I guess.
for various reasons.
Okay.
And just
I-
like I say,
Don't worry about that, Monami. I'm using a wired controller in a computer. I don't go to worry about batteries. And I... You're saying that's the person who saves the least. But right, let's get into it.
I never.
So yeah, the
expected
funhouse is the ultimate
funhouse
weapon.
itself to be the ultimate weapon. Let's just press on ahead.
Alright,
Is it really alright
Sure.
to accept a situation so easily?
honestly, I'm happy for them too.
That's not what's important. The thing that's really important is
We gotta figure out how they killed them. And
the
who.
killer who used the building structure. Like who's Mekomaru's murderer?
I don't know. I'm still scared it might be
Is it
Kazuichi.
really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
I mean, true. I would not believe Nagito,
There's no
even if my
way
life
I'd
depended
lie
on
at
it,
such
but...
an important moment. I don't
Sure.
wanna die either.
Sure. Sure.
The bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying.
Unfortunately, he got a lot more stubborn. Fuyuhiko.
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but
But...
I will sincerely retract that remark.
Okay.
Track?
Ooh.
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
So that why his personality's
Say
changed?
such falsehoods per usual.
Yeah, shut his ass down, Gundam.
Murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly
Huh.
sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Yeah, cook that fraud. Cook that fraud.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
I still don't know who, really.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
True, they're running off like one piece of bread for this trial, so.
Akane,
Uh,
you were drooling waterfalls?
Nagido as usual. I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway,
Hmm.
the killer used the
Okay.
building structure. Why don't we think about how they used it?
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
How they killed Nekomaru.
It had to be with the lift, right?
It might be better
Elevator.
if we
Sorry.
clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
See, this feels like we've just started the trial. But right, Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? I think it was going to be falling, right? Or crushed by the elevator. Now, it has to be falling because he was on top of the elevator. Yeah.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
But how would he be able to get in then?
Falling.
Because,
The funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected.
But I thought the rule was you can't go into one hall while the other was in use, which now makes double sense.
Nekomaru
So,
died from falling.
I don't know.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
Well, whichever one was the highest, right?
That
Surely.
I don't know yet.
They must have just tied him up and then, like, thrown him.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
I'll know the method soon
In
enough!
that building, would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
Again, the issue is with the doors not opening,
It
so...
might be possible in the tower.
Yeah.
You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Oh,
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When
Yeah.
it's on the first floor, the door on the 4th floor
So-
will open.
Saying he died from
I-
falling is truly incorrect.
See, I was throwing it around when I was recording, like, the last session of this, but
But my gut is going crazy.
maybe he held onto the doorknob on the higher level and then let the elevator go down. If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm gonna reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Okay, let's go for a spin then. Let's go for a spin. And what we got? So, goodnight button, Akane's account for Yukiko's account, contact elevator, logs, alarm, timer, broken doorknob, and strange feeling in tower. That is awful. Let's listen through
Elevator is
first.
On the 1st floor. You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator,
Makes sense, I
they
think.
moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Sleep mode, right?
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
No, yeah, goodnight button.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Yes, they put him to sleep then. I need to make it clear so they understand Nekomaru fell to his death. Looks like it's up to me now.
When the
Okay,
elevator
so
you can't go through the door, it'd be
it
impossible.
must be
After
goodnight
locking
button,
it,
right?
They moved the and made use of the.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a, as long as there's a moving object?
Okay, I was right.
No, that's wrong.
So they just shut him down and then he becomes still as anything. And that must be when, say, they tie him to the
That
top or
sensor should
something,
only
and
work
then...
if something is moving.
Okay, it's picking up now, I'm liking this.
Nekomaru wasn't moving inside. The elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it
Yeah.
be his sleep mode?
Okay, see, Sonia gets it. Sonia gets
Nekomaru's
it.
goodnight button is pressed. All of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode.
See, part of me does think maybe it's Sonia who did this instead of
If he's in sleep
Kazuichi.
mode,
Just because she's got a lot of screen time in this case.
right?
My sensors are going off.
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
Not if you tie him to a door handle.
There would have
Right?
been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes.
Yes.
That's
No.
what I was about to
We-
explain. before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Soda, don't let them get you down, man.
Pest.
Now you're calling me a pest?
Poor guy. The way they create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Okay, we go for another spin then. What we got? What do we have? We have the wire, good night, but an oil on the floor, tipped over a pillow, and the walking hammer, chain, broken doorknob. I think it's broken doorknob, maybe?
It a certain way.
We'll see.
Cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think
Maybe it
about
is the wire.
arrangement, right?
That arrangement
I think.
is...
Let's hear it.
The hammer is suspicious.
No, not the hammer.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Nah, I think you're wrong with that, Akane.
The oil on the floor.
Nah, I don't think that's it. Come on.
Doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yeah, you're right, Fujiko, but I'll listen to the full thing.
Shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say.
Silence, pest.
Don't silence pest him!
Don't be so cold.
Okay, now, Sonia, you did this.
What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh, he's a freak. He's a freak. If Nekomaru's inside the elevator, I think...
Arrange it a certain way.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try wire.
Cause the drop within the elevator.
Sorry, I forgot how to speed this up. I'm being brain dead again. Nah, let me be free. Let me be free. There we are. So I think I'll try.
Isn't it about time?
I think it's gonna be the wire.
Doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, thank you, Fujiko. I knew I could count on you in my hour I need. Yes, they tied him around the doorknob, right?
Doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Aha!
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Oh my guy.
The tip of that
My
wire was tied
guy.
into a loop.
Which goes around the doorknob.
The elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob.
Oh, that's clever.
That, he would have been suspended in midair.
Yeah, I need to think about the amount of.
He was suspended
Ooh.
in midair.
That's a 2 floor, 3 floor drop.
The
Ooh.
killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode.
Also, is it just me or does Chiaki sound more awake now?
Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that,
Okay.
they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower.
Yes, that's a hefty drop. Especially you see the heights of those floors.
Suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right. He was so.
And Monokuma's chiming in to confirm.
Kinda like.
You better not finish that sentence.
Thank you, Monami. Thank you for keeping my ads, Monami. We love you, Monami.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves.
So they had to do a lot of research in for like, what, 2 days?
Doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Still, I wonder if Nekomaru was in on it. Oh. Okay, never mind, Kazuichi. Let's hear you yap.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Oh. I almost want to agree with them.
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
By untying the wire, right?
Because if he's suspended in midair,
Or eventually the wire's just going to give out.
doesn't actually fall.
I mean, fair point. As usual, Kazuichi is, the man of the hour. He knows what he's saying. I love how the screens turn me orange. It's like, hell yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Right, let's go.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push
Okay,
him
so
off.
I gotta wait for... Oh, okay.
No way they could do that.
Oh, so I gotta wait. Okay, so I can't just slice willy-nilly anymore. I agree with what Kazuichi is wondering. It seems like the difference in elevation inside the tower was used to kill Nekomaru. I need to find the answer and counter Kazuichi's
Even if they
remarks.
suspended Nekomaru from a how would they
Okay.
make him fall? There's no
I
one in the
see.
tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
I see. Okay, game.
Doesn't mean someone had to push him off.
Okay.
It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
I mean, how do we know that?
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
I mean, yes.
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time if you want to. But in that case, you
Ooh.
still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Oh, good point. Hold on, thanks to Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Alright, if I use that evidence, I should be able to break through Kazuichi's remarks too.
Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
What's the alarm clock's timer? I'm just that
Now's the time.
not my proudest moment there, I'll admit, but alarm clock timer. Let's have a quick look at it. Is that what I'm thinking? Is there something wrong? Use this alarm to recover from sleep mode. The clock's arms are stopped at 7:30, and the alarm is set to 7:30 as well. Okay.
But in that case,
So he shouldn't have still been in sleep mode.
moving the elevator is just impossible. End of story.
Nah, I'm very sorry to prove you wrong, Kazuichi. However, I got you.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Yes. So let that go through.
Nekomaru should have still been in
Nuh-uh. Nah. So they said it so he'd wake up and move and then
What do you
drop.
think would happen if Nekomaru woke
Ooh.
up and was suspended upside down?
Oh,
in
that's
midair?
tough. That's rough.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
Kazuichi, I'm so sorry to prove you
There's an
wrong.
alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode.
Yeah.
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
That's a lot of setup, though.
He woke up from
It's
the
almost like
alarm
Nekomaru was
and
in on it,
realized
you
they were
know?
hanging upside down and had no clue why.
You'd go crazy. You'd wave around like no tomorrow.
If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right?
And yeah, you see where it is on the thing, right? That's just gonna slide off.
Your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
Oh, that's rough to go, though. Clever,
Then,
but rough.
In order to make it fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Would that not passively slip off anyway, or?
In
No.
actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the
Oh
doorknob.
yeah, see, I would have thought they put it a
right?
bit further up, but yeah, I guess that works too.
Nekomaru didn't
Okay.
fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Which makes
Nekomaru
sense.
awoke. He must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Okay, so didn't go to plan, but still had the same effect.
Unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something.
Now, I
to
think it makes
cover
more sense to want him to tear it off, because otherwise you run the risk of him dropping early, if like you want a time frame. The kill didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I'll use my full power! Whoa! With the fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... Quada. Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower. Go! Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck here! If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
See. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
And for once, he doesn't seem happy to be siding with Miss
Just a
Sonia.
Pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
No, you're not.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
What the f... Kazuichi. He's washed.
On this.
Kazuichi Soda, the man you are.
Nekomaru ended up falling.
My
while he was
DMs are
still
open.
hanging upside down.
Fly high.
That doesn't mean he just.
I'm still
crashed
9 out of
straight
10.
into
It's
the
him that
floor.
did this, but
Of
oh.
course, you know
Like, you know what I mean?
that
Mechanics
too,
have a
right?
solid understanding of physics and rope and stuff, right? It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was he collided with the pillar. Oh.
Nekomaru fell to the flour. He ended
I
up
don't
colliding
know.
with the pillar.
I don't want it to be Kazuichi, but like everything's pointing to him, if that makes sense.
Finally, the pillar!
It kinda, you sound so happy.
That's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
Aha.
See,
I
told
got
you
you.
the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, it's like if you fall onto a rock off a cliff, that doesn't mean the rock you went onto was the
It's not
weapon. It
even
probably
clear
means
if
that, you know,
killer intended
gravity did the
or if it
rest.
was just a coincidence.
It's like, yeah, it's like, if it led to Kana be happy, yeah, sure, it was the pillar. True.
What about the alarm?
Can we not dust it for
The alarm
prints?
was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there,
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Why is she calling him that?
baby gangsta.
What
Okay.
Did you say the
The alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
Didn't Monokuma Tai Chi start at 7 though? Ah.
Was set for 7:30 a.m.
Also, I just noticed on Fuyuhiko's sprite, is he wearing 2 wedding rings? I don't know who's like that, alright, alright. Okay.
7 in the morning.
I see how it is.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Hmm.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m. And if we found Nekomaru's body there,
Maybe.
it would have been before the 7:30 a.m.
Well, Nekomaru's clock is right? So what if the ones in the funhouse are off by a few hours?
Yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Yeah, I think that's right though. I think.
When you went to the tower at 7.
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a sound like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should be definitely a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Okay, well let's see what we got then. I imagine Fuyuhiko's account's gonna matter, right? Goodnight button, Fuyuhiko's account, wall clock, contact elevator, clock's alarm timer, radio clock, broken doorknob, and goodnight button.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Okay.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
I mean, I trust that.
The alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Let's have a look, actually. Wall clock. At 5:30 a.m., the wall clock on the lounge of Strawberry House's second floor started going off. Fuyuhiko was at the lounge by coincidence, managed to stop it, but Fuyuhiko... No, and Kazuichi and Gundam rushed over the baby by sound. Like, he was the only one who didn't hear it. And that radio clock automatically adjusts itself. It's an amazingly precise clock. Maybe somebody changed all the other clocks, is what I'm kind of getting. Maybe he saw him walking to Monokuma Tai Chi because all the clocks are back 2 hours? We'll see where it leads us.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
I think so.
Time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
It must be...
Killer probably did some tampering.
Huh.
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
That's impossible.
Gotta be it.
No, they can't have. So they must have messed with the rest, right? Yeah, okay. We'll try radio clock on that. Also, since when do we have full health back?
We headed for Grape
Okay,
Tower.
but let's find it. Radio
Before
clock.
7 a.m.
Radio. Yeah, here we are. Okay. Let's disprove a column A, and I think that'll show us the way forward.
With the clock inside Nekomaru's
Hey!
chest. That's gotta be it.
Hey! Get your stupid ping lettering out of the way. I have bullets to be firing, I'm afraid.
But the alarm inside was set
Gone.
for 7. Nekomaru died.
This time of death-
Fuyuhiko sounds so funny when he's sped up.
They probably messed with the clock inside
Nekane just sounds evil when you slow it down. Okay.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So they must mess with the rest then, right?
So
That's
you're
where I'm going with
saying
this.
There's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Trying not to sneeze directly into my microphone.
Saw was the one that got tampered with.
Yeah.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really
Yeah, he knew, didn't he? He knew. You rat.
Because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's
Okay.
no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Gundam, why are you so extra today?
Line.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Swayed that easily.
Understand. I'll crush you into
Fair
dog
enough.
food.
The time-weighted contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think, if I focus and think, I should be able to find the answers to that mystery. We're going again? No, we're not. No, we're not. Okay. Logic dive. Okay, I was going to say, that seems difficult to explain with... You know what I mean? When it's too difficult to explain with evidence, I appreciate the fact they just stick this in, because otherwise we would be here a while. Okay, and okay, A to speed up. Gotta get back used to being all the controls. I think we got this. He says, we'll see if he's right. Okay, let's go. Question 1? No, not question 1. Oh, fine. I'll keep drifting then. I'll keep drifting. Anytime today, game. It's not like we've only got 5 minutes. Okay, here we are. Question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building, I think. I think that's solid. I think that might explain why the alarm was going off early too. Yeah. Anyway, continuing onwards, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, well, you're trying to make this difficult for me, aren't you, Spike Chunsoft? Like, please. You know, and they're expecting me to jump over to that. Who do you think I am? Like, I signed up to solve murders, not drift. Okay, which clock was tampered with? Buildings clocks. Yes, just stay on the bottom. Can't tamper with Mechamaru, so building clock it will be. And okay, we're in business. We're in business, and... Oh yeah, of course, just love me some diagonal jumps. Yeah. I bloody... Yeah, We're Gucci. We're fine. We're nailing this. Absolutely. Namaste. What we got? It's like, why is that road at a right angle to us? You know what? It's like... Right, question 3, let's get it. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses had the wrong time, because Fuyuhiko said so, and Fuyuhiko has never lied in his life. He would never. He would never lie to me specifically. I'm still trying to get in as well. Don't think I forgot about that bit. We gotta get in there. He would never lie. So, yeah, I think the time of the building was wrong, and that both clocks buildings were wrong.
It's all coming together.
Look at us go. Look at us.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yes.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
What
Interesting.
if all those clocks have been messed with?
What?
All the clocks?
It does seem like a bit excessive, but
Inside the building.
clever.
There's no way you'd have noticed it.
So that must mean these guys think it's like 9 AM when it's actually 11. Like, yeah, they must have set it back by 2 hours, because that's when the alarm would go off, right?
So that's what
I guess? Huh.
There's no way I would have noticed that.
Maybe when Fuyuhiko saw Mechamaru heading downstairs, he changed the one in Grape House,
How much was the time off?
then went over to the other house and changed that one there, and then went and died. Anyway, she's right, that's the main problem. I clarified by how much the time was off after they killed Mess with the clocks. That's definitely my next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Okay, now we're going for a spin. I think it's 2 hours for Yukiko's account. I think we're locking in. Yeah, there he is. There he is. That's my guy. My guy.
The time in the building was all messed up. Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
I mean, can we not ask for an intermission?
It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
That's true. That's true.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
I think it'd be 5:30.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
Yeah, Fuyuhiko, because that's what the crash is.
If
It's.
only I heard the sound when you fell.
Oh, hang
Would
on.
have been a great clue.
I'll save that. I'll wait. I'll listen to the whole thing.
His scream.
There's no scream, you fool.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
Well, you don't know that.
Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
This house too far.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
I think it's going to be the sound when he fell then, right? I think.
If the time in the building, then we can only...
Because they can line that up to 5:30.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues
Okay, let's
that can
go.
be used? If only I heard the sound when you fell.
What? In what world? Since we're not Nekomaru for something, they happen to know something. I'm just double checking for Yukiko's account really quick. That should be... Oh, never mind. It's going to be the wall clock, isn't it? Do we have a wall clock? Let's see.
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Contact elevator, Nagido's sudden appearance, clock's alarm, a timer,
It's clearly
broken
7:30
doorknob,
a.m.
strange feeling in tower, and Akane's account. What is Akane's account? 'Cause I forgot. A rumbling noise at 5:30. Yeah, you did hear a noise then. Okay.
Are there any clues that if only I heard the sound when you fell?
One of you did. One of you did. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. We're getting somewhere. We'd love to see it. Ooh.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
It'll be him crashing into the pillar.
Rumbling?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
I think it was Akane. I think it was.
A huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it.
I'm surprised that pillar doesn't, like, fall over when it goes up and down regardless.
That sound.
Weird. Weird.
We heard that noise too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's what I was thinking Fuyuhiko's account
We were
was.
gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge.
Lounge. Gundam,
What
please.
is it, Sonia?
Bro, he's living Kazuichi's dream.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
Well, no, if you think about the position of it.
I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
Wait, no,
There's
think.
nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
Yeah,
If we use that rumbling sound as a
I thought we had to prove that then, but
we
like,
might be able to
depending on
figure out
which
how much our time
house is
is
higher, you could just use that to work backwards off, right? We hope, maybe.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You can tell?
Well, it was a clock in the building,
I
Akane.
left my room, and that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Oh, never mind. But we know it had to have happened at 7:30. Amazing. If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30, it's like the answer to how much time it was off was literally right in front of me. Yeah, it's 2 hours.
I see.
Easy. Easy. We have this.
Nekomaru's alarm
We
went off
have
at
this.
7:30. And if we heard the sound of his impact
Or do
at
we?
5:30,
It could always go wrong, but I think we're on the right track.
time was off by 2 hours.
But now if we change a little bit of...
2 hours? That much?
Oh, that destroys everybody's alibi.
There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse
Yeah.
had windows, and there weren't any Monokuma.
That destroys every single alibi. Ooh.
However, for what
I'm kind of messing with it, though.
alter our
I'm kind of
perception
messing with it, though. An alibi.
So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
True. Lure out only Nekomaru.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
I mean, yeah, because he just run off the clock in his body.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure out only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is... I guess Monokuma Tai Chi? Huh, but why didn't we get punished for showing up then? Feels a bit weird.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
Makes sense, I think.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
Well, you all want to wake up.
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru.
Because he's got the clock building? Okay, this is clever.
His
And I kind of called that they'd use his clock in some kind of creative way, but still, you gotta admit, that's kind of...
Right.
It's kind of good. It's really good.
The killer was able to lure
Oh.
him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
When I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
Yeah, you should have been going after him. Monokuma was waiting, yo.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if
Mhm.
that time was
Also, what is that
2 hours
haircut
out,
for you,
it
Vico?
should have been 7
See a
a.m.
stylist.
Yeah,
Please.
that's pretty much it.
Unless it's a traditional gangster haircut, in which I've just offended the gangsters who watch my channel, in which case, for reasons of my own safety, that's a joke.
Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma
We cover all
meant when he
bases.
said those words.
Oh, what words?
He didn't even ask you yet.
What? Jeez, how outrageous! I also didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
You
Ah.
said everyone. You were including us, right?
But what
We
about the
thought
two
we
that
came
did
to the
turn
top
up?
in time, but in truth, it
Wait, was
way
Monokuma just
past
sat there
that.
watching like, yeah, we live, we chill?
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Nah.
Are you
Nah?
talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Maybe.
Wrong. Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
What?
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
I don't know.
Just ignore
Okay.
the peanut gallery. Now that we found out how the
Reducing
killer
Monomi to the
Nekomaru-
peanut gallery, Nagito. Does your evilness know no ends?
Suspects has
She's a
drastically
valued member of this trial. Kind of. Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar.
Oh.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
What? What?
what the hell do you mean?
Nah. Nah.
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
Oh
A little
no.
while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off.
Nah, I think I know where this is
Plus,
going and I don't
just
like it.
before that
No.
rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Is what we would have said if we knew that we weren't 2 hours out.
Anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge.
What?
Both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Kazuichi, the man that you are.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Go on.
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Yeah, please. It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Ah, Nagito, 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 Nagito. I've waited like 15 episodes, whatever, however many it's been at this point, for the day that you finally kill someone or get killed, so I can say goodbye and not have to do your stupid, silly little voice anymore. Go to hell.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you.
Oh,
Right, Nagito?
oh, I'm ordering myself desserts tonight.
Nagito wasn't there.
Oh, cook that fraud Kazuichi soda.
Me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't
Oh.
come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
Forget what I said about the first half. Best trial of the game. Cook him.
If that's the case, where were you?
Please.
Thank you.
Say something.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I
Are
may
you seeing this shit?
Even
We
if
waited
I
a while for
wanted to
this.
go to the lounge, I couldn't. You couldn't? What do you mean?
Because he was killing someone.
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
It seems like he wanted to get
Not
caught
only
though.
Did I not hear the alarm? I never even heard that rumbling sound.
That's what we say. He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
Yeah.
However, that is also true for me.
And Nagito
It
snuck
is
into the
obvious
girls'
that
rooms.
I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Hmm.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Well, isn't the... Nah.
I was
Huh?
in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
No. Didn't Monokuma say when he was first talking about the rooms in here that they have different levels of soundproofing?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
You're in the deluxe rooms, right? The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what these three have in common. Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? No! No, don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Okay. Deluxe rooms? I think it's deluxe rooms. And if it's not, I don't know, I'll be sad. No, okay, get that D away from there. D. Air. Del. I'm just gonna put that X in there. Okay. Oh, what? Hey, I had no way to stop that, I'll have you know. Okay, I'll keep R for rooms. But U, okay, U, X, and then can I find the letter E? Okay, seriously, okay, U, A. This is getting a bit too much, a bit too quickly. The letter E, has anybody seen, get yourself away from that. Fine, okay, so, Siri, okay, no, okay, I'm just gonna bash some of these away. Okay, see, now some of these I know I'm not going to use. Every single E I get just turns to dust in front of me. Okay. Okay, deluxe rooms. Okay, bam, bam. R. O. See, thankfully I'm not completely cooked at this, so get rid of you. Then. Okay, not. Roo, and then we need the letter M. The letter M, anyone? The letter M. No, a letter M going once, going twice. We found you. Thank you very much. Alright, room. And then, okay, my S has vanished. That's not good. That's not good. Let's keep them going. Let's keep them going. S. Okay, S. And look, we're barely losing any health. Deluxe rooms. So they were better soundproofed then, right? I'm surprised I remembered it was deluxe. It's been a while.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms.
So how's that help narrow down the killer then?
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Well, they got a heater in, right? The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation.
No, so it's not to do with the floor they were on.
I actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve?
I'm gonna frame you.
Talent?
Or at the very least, I'm gonna whisper in the next murderer's ear like, hey, get him, please.
Understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
No.
Hold on a sec.
Yet
Why
that
does
doesn't mean
who the
shit.
killer is?
Why? Well, that fact
How?
was a very important clue and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
It's gonna be one of those three that isn't Nagito, isn't it? Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. Nah! Okay, right. Running through my logic. They've just said it's not Nagito. So, it's you, I guess. They ruined. But I would imagine the alarm that went off in that room... that Fuyuhiko didn't know how to turn it off, so that was clearly the first time it happened. Which means that it was somebody in that room that went after Nekomaru. And then... I don't know. It's either Soda, Fuyuhiko, or Gundam. Right, think. I can't pause the spell evidence, can I? Nah. I don't know. I have enough to try. Like, my gut's saying Soda, but I don't want it to be. My gut's legitimately saying it's Soda. Like, why would the rooms having better insulation change that? Who was in the crummy room? It was... Maybe they heard Nekomaru get up and went after him then? Well, no, because... Fuyuhiko would have seen him go after Gundam, right? No, Nekomaru even. No, unless they... Okay, no, think of it this way, right? So... Oh, sorry, I've got 40 seconds left. Right, Fuyuhiko's in the room. Whoever comes, so he's looking out. Whoever comes from the left has to come out of their room, and whoever comes from the right can actually have come from back up the stairs from killing Nekomaru. So it can't be Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko's account is set in stone. Soda. Seriously, I'm not the killer! I was sleeping in my room, so I bolted out of my room after hearing the alarm. What's so suspicious about that? It's not Kazuichi. Think carefully, the deluxe room should be the clue. Who was in there? I guess the only the person it is Gundam. So you see my logic, right? Fuyuhiko's looking out into the corridor. The left? If you're on the left, you have to come from the left. If you're straight on, you've got to come straight on. But if you're from the right, you could have gone downstairs, ran around, and Fuyuhiko, if he misses hearing you come up the stairs, he could have think you've came out of your room, and in reality, you've come back up the stairs, so I guess it's Gundam! No! Like, process of eliminate... No. No, there's no shot. No, the alarm goes up at 7:30, they come up. There's a chance Fuyuhiko could have gone and done it. Well, I mean,
You're the only one!
there's no way. There's no way.
There's something I want to ask you.
There's no way.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout
He's so
the night,
extra.
it is the universe's
There's no way.
providence to
This had
stop
better
it.
be another fake out.
able to hear it.
Hear
Oh.
what?
I mean,
Oh.
you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Oh.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't
Ah,
hear
there's
it.
two. Shit, I should have clocked that. It's a wrong assumption, but...
So why were you able to hear that alarm?
The Davers? No. 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 There's no way. There's no
One
way.
possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to
The
the
deluxe rounds was to the left, so sure we would have noticed them coming back up on the right, right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Please
Gundam
do.
probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
Ah. So I was right then.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you
But even if he
stayed at the
peeks
lounge
around the
for a
corner, you
while.
would have imagined he'd
Am I
seen him.
correct?
Unless he used the Davers to look around.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
No, I suppose he would have been distracted, yeah.
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
So had he set the alarm to give himself an alibi or not
Even
then?
though Mekamaru's murder
Hmm.
was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
I've got this stinking feeling in my
In
heart.
order to do that,
Like,
the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru.
this can't be right, surely.
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru,
There's no
the
shot.
killer was already at the
Hmm.
tower.
Damn.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
On the bright side, it wasn't soda.
In their original
But-
plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
So it was just meant to be Fuyuhiko and Kazuichi then.
They wouldn't have heard
Huh.
the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
That's really clever. I gotta give him props for it, but...
The
Hmm.
best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms.
Ah, because they would have got Nagito
If
and
they
yeah.
personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer
I
a stronger
I hate the
alibi.
fact that's not Nagito.
Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
Pure chance.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This raucous. It's louder than the supreme leader of the Netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
There's no way they've got him dead to rights.
That would have been the
This is
worst
not happening.
possible outcome.
This is 2 cases in a row where I thought I had an okay understanding of who did it. Both times involving Nagito.
Just check the deluxe
Maybe the lesson here is if I suspect Nagito, the game will go, no, it's not him, and then just rip away
ironic.
a character I
The
like.
moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Which was just by random chance.
Gundam,
Hmm.
please, can you at least say something?
Please say something.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
8. No, 10.
The answer is
I know
10.
maths.
That's
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
10
Mhm.
ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal
I
human.
thought that.
The sound system here may as
This seems
well
like
not
Nagito trying to
exist.
set him up.
Is that your argument?
It absolutely is, Hashimi. Now shut it.
Bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth
Oh.
shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
I agree.
Are you
Preach your
saying it was
shit,
just a
King.
Coincidence?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Considering the other murders in this game, Chiaki, are you really gonna say coincidence is out of the picture?
Seems it was actually horrible.
Like, what do we have? We have, you know, Mahiro and
Well,
the
you don't
evil
have to
one,
admit it.
their conversation getting
We're going to
overheard.
decide who
In the
the
first
killer is
case,
with
we
the majority
have
vote anyway.
some form of coincidence that is there, I'm sure. And in the third case, we've got Hiyoko being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's obvious that Gundam is the killer. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
What do you mean the opening act?
Hey, what do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
I mean, things usually do heat up in the fifth and
Perhaps I
sixth
should
case, but
say
still.
It's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Then please do and pass away immediately.
Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
I don't know, 48 minutes for the second half of the trial, I don't think is right.
Definitely happened to you, didn't it?
I'm gonna say dropped on head as a
At
child.
some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
What did he realize?
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
I don't know. Like, a lot of things could have happened. He could have watched American Psycho on Blu-ray for all we know. Actually, yeah. That would line up. He would.
Said opening act again.
Why is it getting on a Monokuma skin, though? Yes, I think we should.
Please shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
Get it out of him, Sonia.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I
Thank
shall
God.
deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
I'm really hoping he's right.
The beginning?
Nah, oh no, because that is left on the picking. It's still going to be one of those four. And I feel like they're not going to get rid of Nagido.
Fourth floor of the tower.
I don't know, I'm not ready to lose Gundam, man.
To the first floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
How could he break the thing?
I see.
How could he break the thing?
Was broken.
How could he break the thing? How could he break the thing, Nagito Komaeda? If that is your real name.
Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side.
Which we know it was, so I...
So, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House.
So how on earth does he
For
get back
these
over?
reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with
Very true.
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
So, should we flip our suspect thing on our head, or are we actually going through with Gundam being the victim killer?
I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing,
Good point, good point.
which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been
Hey, don't sound
decided.
so we get to get rid of him, Kazuichi. Well, okay, no, he's in Sonia's good books. I can see why he'd want that, but still.
Your lesson, pitiful humans. You cannot overcome this contradiction.
I have a gut feeling we can, unfortunately. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Good night, bud, and Fuyuhiko's account wall clock, contact elevator, clocks, alarm clock, radio clock, broken doorknob.
That elevator was
Let's hear it.
the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your
Oh, no.
assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
Okay.
If the
Yeah.
killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was
I-
at Strawberry House at that time,
There's no way you could kill him,
no
right?
question that the following crime is impossible.
Yeah.
Different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Secret passageway, I feel like maybe is the case.
Why don't we stop this already?
A contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. There's no contradiction I can't shoot through. I'm gonna find out what that is. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll shoot through the contradiction.
That elevator
Shit, man. What's Fuyuhiko's clock again? Loving the music though. Nekomaru is heading to the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 AM. Wall clock, contact elevator, broken no longer worked. Yeah, you could have arrived at Grape House. Strawberry Hall makes sense. Nagido's sudden appearance. See, I thought we could have used this, but apparently not. Kazuichi's account spins 180 degrees. Clock's alarm timer, radio clock, broken door knob shifting. Accomplice.
The only means of travel between the two houses.
I don't know.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
I don't know.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
Wait. Hold on.
If the killer can...
Alarm clock timer. Let's find it. Where is it? Where is it? This is going to be important, I think. Is it? Okay, clock's alarm timer. Nekomaru used this. Clock's alarm stops 7:30. Alarm set 7:30 as well. Who sets that alarm? Does Nekomaru set that? Or... and then radio clock. Wait, can't be set with even set the time. I don't know. I think you did have an accomplice, actually. And good night button. Forced to enter sleep mode. I think you did. I'm gonna try clock's alarm timer on accomplice. I think Nekomaru helps him.
There's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they hadn't accomplished.
No. Never mind. Okay. Damn it. Okay.
That elevator
Not that then. Radio clock, it's broken. Like,
only means of travel
objectively
between the two
broken.
houses. As long as that elevator was broken,
Good night button, Fuyuhiko's
your
account,
assumption collapses.
wall clock, contact elevator, clock's alarm timer, radio clock, broken doorknob.
Broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at
And you
that
couldn't go
time,
between the houses using the elevator,
there's
could
no
you? It just
question that
moves.
The following crime is impossible.
I don't know.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Like, I don't know. Is there a way that we could get that in?
Secret passageway.
No. Like, I kind of want that, but we don't think we have it, do we?
Why don't we stop this already?
Like, 'cause I think Final Dead... What do you think, actually? Final Dead room. Oh, he could have had an accomplice to help him up on the thing. I'm gonna can I grab secret passageway and accomplice?
Elevator was.
Let's try it.
Means of travel.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Let's try.
The elevator broken at Grape House.
Oh, my bad.
If the killer cannot return...
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that the
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Can I grab that?
Or if there was a secret passageway.
I think there is. Let me grab it.
How much
No,
longer
okay.
do you plan
I
to-
think-
Why don't we stop this already?
Maybe secret passageway accomplice? Maybe they give him a leg up into the Final Dead room.
Elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption
Maybe.
collapsed.
Maybe.
The elevator broken at Grape
I don't know.
The killer
This
cannot
is stumping me, though.
There's no question that
It would have been different if they hadn't. Or if there was a secret passageway.
Okay, we got secret passageway.
Why don't we stop this already?
I wish we could gun them. A contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. I'm gonna find out what it is. Maybe secret passageway and
Only means of
accomplice.
travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was
Never mind.
broken,
Okay.
your
And I hate the fact it doesn't hold it.
The elevator broken at Grape House.
I think there was a secret passageway.
There's no question that the
It would have been different. Or if there was a secret passageway.
Let's go. Let's go.
Why don't we stop this already?
Only means to travel. I think we can use that on. So I love the green theme they've got going on for this.
Was the only means of travel between the two houses.
Bam.
No, that's wrong.
I hate it. I hate this.
There should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Hurts. It does hurt.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Now, why is Nagido going to be of help, man? Like, I think we should just... It is Nagido, right. Let's spin it round, then. Let's find him. Where is he? Where you are. There you are, you rat. Help us out. Help us out. I guess.
Nagito, you should know.
So, am I right in assuming Final Dead Room and Strawberry House can drop you down into,
You appeared so suddenly that one time
Grape
because
House?
you used that method.
In which event, if you go over to Grape House, could you not climb back up into that secret passage? Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House.
Okay. Makes sense.
Isn't that right?
Knew that was going to be relevant. So Nagido does serve a purpose for once.
Gee,
Ah.
once again, I let the reserve course show up.
But
you're right.
What
There's a
shall
door
wit,
on the
boy?
floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House.
But like, wouldn't have we noticed it?
After I opened the door,
Oh, it is a
and
trap
went
door.
down,
Where's that spit you out?
surprise, surprise! I ended up
Huh.
in the Monokuma archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Okay.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Huh.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room
Oh,
once,
okay. It's gonna be one of those things where if you've passed it, you see, but if you don't, you don't. Alright. Okay. I see you.
if they
I
used
see you.
that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity
Ooh.
unlimited flame!
But we need to prove that Gundam did go through the final dead room.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
Fair point. Very fair point.
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make
He's
me
so
angry.
extra.
You wouldn't
I don't
like
want to
me
see him
when
go.
I'm angry.
I would always like you, Gundam Tanaka. Alright, Rebuttal Showdown, let's go. We got a wire, we got a good night, but we got a sips of a pill, we got a pill frame, we got clocks on time, we got radio clock, we got broken doorknob.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel
Hey.
through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion.
Okay, am I like mental?
Feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I think I am, yeah. His argument is exhausting, just listening to it makes me tired. He needs to skillfully cut back against his words so he doesn't outpace me.
Even if
Okay.
the turbid box doesn't exist, you could
Yeah, seriously, why is it?
travel multiple planes.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. We got there in the end.
However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion.
I mean, I think we can get through with this, right? Maybe? Yes, because I'm not in the middle, we got, like... Okay, I see what we gotta do. I'm with it. I'm with it. Okay.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes.
Yeah, why is he going up, down, all around, though? Seriously. Gundam, give it a rest. Give it a rest, Gundam.
Frail I
Okay, frail, I say. Yep, okay. Well, right, so any time of day, actually.
feed you to the progeny of vile deities.
I think we're through, right? We're through. Okay, let's go.
I already proved the secret passage exists.
I mean, Nagido said so, so you know
Secret
we have to
passage
believe
is
it.
at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the
Okay.
killer went to the Octagon.
I do, yes, I do.
Her?
I do. Okay.
Don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Don't cut that one.
At least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Okay, God, that is hefty. Oh, you probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon, right? I guess.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur. If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom
Where
of
are you?
blind confusion,
Wire.
At least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
You could at least wait a second. You probably means try providing the evidence. Look, he's a weird little cat. He can't say anything straight, Hajime. You know this. You know this. We all know this. Okay, bump, bump, bump. Bam. Wire.
Allow me to cut through those words.
I got you, unfortunately. The killer did have access to the Octagon, because there's no wire in the
The
building.
hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower.
Hurts. It hurts.
Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
Octagon, clearly. I'm sure Nagido might be able to back it up, unless they took
The
all of them.
Octagon.
God.
There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires.
So that's where we probably got the hammer
hammers,
from,
and
too.
chains, too.
Oof.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
So Gundam just go in there for funsies then? Was that the sitch?
If that's the case, you obviously
Oh.
know about the secret passage too, right?
No.
Seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
I will kill you with hammers.
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
If you're putting me in that minigame, then I'm gonna save first. Because I made the mistake of not doing that last time. There was no jump cut there, what are you on about?
Hey,
Anyway.
What are you... First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure...
There's no way.
The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't
And the
able to
music
break
as well!
which was supposed to be the meetup.
No!
So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower.
Oh my
Like
god!
we did when we found out the elevator.
You know what, Nagito, you're in the good books this, because usually I struggle with these, but...
Obviously to attempt that. At that
Oh my
time,
god!
we didn't know the two towers were the exact same.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up and listen.
Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
So I guess he doesn't have the whole
Their plan
picture.
was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded.
Why? Why?
They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
I suppose so, because the clocks wouldn't give anything away.
And
Unless Nekomaru
without
checks.
such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
Huh.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
If you insist.
Through this,
Okay.
Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru.
So how did he get the thing on the back? But no, because that was broken into. This... Nah.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What?
What's wrong with that?
I'm so confused.
Mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Is he admitting to it out of, like,
Are
pride?
you angry all of a sudden?
Huh.
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time...
You're not going, Gundam. I'm happy for making Nagito think he was
I
wrong.
don't understand anything. What does that mean?
We are one and the same, Akane Owari. One and the same.
Years. I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do? Yeah!
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Okay, so are you guilty or not?
You still have more? You still have room to argue?
Okay, let's hear it, let's hear it.
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button.
Yeah, that had to be broken into.
That button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Like, I don't think that's
Not
possible.
easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
Well, yeah, he would have seen the room as he walked in, right?
If it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail, succumbing so easily.
See, I knew it wasn't Gundam. Let's blame Nagito. Let's blame Nagito.
Mere illusion.
Yeah.
If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitation.
I mean, at least he likes us. So... Oh no, we're gonna have to want to take us down. Because he gave us, like, his little permission and his Hell General badge and everything. No!
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm
He maxed him out as well.
Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for
There's
making
no
someone
way.
admit their defeat.
There's no way, man.
You must crush them with your own
There's not.
overwhelming power.
Nah.
And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human.
Okay.
You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
So he doesn't see a reason to admit to it yet. Nah, I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Panic talk action. Shit, Nagito did recap the case. Okay.
I won't let you. For the Tanaka
Okay.
Empire.
Gotta do this a little quickly, but... Oh, splendid. So yeah, if we just abuse Fever, we'll be fine, right? I think so. For the Tanaka Empire, I would love to live in the Tanaka Empire. Just let it be known. If the Tanaka Empire existed, I would live there. Oh. loving the snazz of this, though, I gotta say. Let's just keep it up, and Fever Time's going on for ages, though. Like, we're making good progress. No, it's... Okay, it's X. Okay, what is the Tanaka Empire, and can I live there? The house price is affordable, because I will happily move there. Like, I know, maybe, like, you know, maybe I can... Let a guy be in denial, right? Let a guy be in... Oh, I'm sorry, what do you mean negative? Nuh-uh. Like, seriously, if house prices are affordable, I will happily move to the Tanaka Empire, actually.
It's Nekomaru's back.
No!
I think I can get behind him so easily.
This is the end.
No!
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Sorry, I need to take a moment there.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru?
I'm saying this is all a bad dream for Yuhiko
It would
Kuzuryu.
be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw
Are you hearing
own
this?
eyes, right?
I kind of wish I wasn't. There's no force on this earth! Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through, Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. Okay. Press the button? Truly, this is a skyline lamentation art for the demon mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue,
It did it then too, because it went up on the rafters.
hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
I...
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must
Is
have
this
been
how we're going to bait him
possible
into admitting it?
to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his
I don't
neck.
like this man. There's no way it was him.
Gundam.
Don't how about it him? It's Gundam Tanaka. Watch your tone. No.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
No.
Did you say you admit it?
No.
Appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine, then you must trample me underfoot and
No.
advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere.
It's giving Pekka rolling over to let Fuyuhiko get away with it.
As though it were mere trash on the side of the road.
No.
The curtain strings of
This-
worthless performance with your own two hands.
That feels like... I don't know. It feels like he's been stitched up. Okay, well, Nagito, you're not getting your day in the sun. Suck your mum, actually. Okay, Stockholm. Okay, what we got? So, he's, tinkering with the clocks, yada yada. Who set the lounge clock's alarm? Well, that's gotta be Gundam tonight. Oh, never mind. Yeah, for a second I thought I was playing the first game then. Who was in the lounge in early morning? That would be that. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? It's 5 AM, right? It'd be that, right? Yeah, okay, so we got that then. Whether there's the alarm in Nekomaru's chest. That's gonna be later on, right? I think? Why do they have to draw him like that? They make him seem evil! Nekomaru's weakness is the button, but no. I assume he's more towards the end then, right? Who got the lounge? Nah. Why did Nekomaru fall? Who heard the rumbling noise? That'd be... Oh, Akane already hears that, right? So, huh. What did they do to the alarm in Nekomaru's chest? It'd be... That's gonna be a little bit earlier then, right? Surely. Well, no, because they've done that as well. The wire wraps around Nekomaru's feet. And maybe they gotta leave the hammer at the thing. No, destroyed what after leaving the room. I assume it's that? Huh, that was a very bad stock worth of stuff. No, and okay, so it must be this hammer. There's a huge hammer. Maybe they placed that down somewhere. Nekomaru's weaknesses. Huh, did they not show them placing the hammer? No, never mind. Okay, I see. Seriously, why are they doing him so dirty with these expressions, though? That feels wrong. And then we wrap the chain around, kiss the pillow, damn it. I guess that must be Nekomaru falling then, right? No, I guess not. I woke up at... meet up at the lounge alarm. Is that? Well, yeah, anything with Fuyuhiko in is correct. A hung loop on the doorknob, that's going to be... So many pages compared to last chapters. I mean, I suppose last chapters was shorter than normal though, but... Tie him up. No, I guess... No, I guess there is that? Yeah, okay. Then I wake up at... I mean, would we really be a component of this? I mean, I don't think so. Maybe it is. I guess so. Okay, and then meet up because of the lounge clock alarm. That seems fine. Kiss the pillar and wrapping the chain around the doorknob. I assume again we go like a little bit for that. That should be... No, that's already on. Kiss the pillar. I guess that's Nekomaru falling, maybe? Maybe? No. Okay, I'm confused. Just a tiny, sly amount. So if it's not that, then when would it be? Like, I don't think it's pillar. And wake up because of the lounge alarm clock. I mean, wait, no, that'd be a few pages back, actually, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm with you. So, like I said, anything with Fuyuhiko in is correct. Why is he like that? Well, I'm sorry, I gotta move on. Why does he look like that? He looks groggy. You know, fine, to each their own. Like, I guess... who's in the lounge since early morning? That's gonna be Fuyuhiko looking like a disheveled rat. Nekomaru wakes up, does he need to sleep? Would that be... No? Okay. Guess... Oh, no, that's already there. I should have seen it. Okay. When you press the button to grape hole, the hamster pressed it. Oh, okay. So that's gonna be... here. Gotcha. That last stock, okay. So we got... Doorknob came off. That's going to be a little later on, right? I think? Kind of miss doing it the old-fashioned way. Feels weird doing it like this, but... The doorknob is going to simply not do that. It's with the base contact of the elevator. Like, again, that doesn't seem very Gundam-y. Like, at least with Soda it would have made sense, whereas with Gundam I just kind of feel sad it was him. You know what I mean? Like, I feel sad. I'm gonna pull an Ishimaru from the first game and just become very, very depressed. Oh, it's 2:40 AM right now. Okay, well, I guess that's that. How do we know that happened at 2:40 AM? Alright, take us away.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime.
Yeah, this had a lot more setup than I thought it was going to, I'll admit. Let's hear it, Hajime.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator.
Which...
This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House.
It was a clever play, to be fair. If only
Next, they lured
Kazuichi
Nekomaru
didn't
out by
foil it.
himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
So nobody wakes up on time, right? Yeah.
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m.
Yeah, checks out. I mean, I'm not sure why. Well, we know this is what happened, but
Finishing
still.
the preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand.
So,
They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room.
I see. So yeah, they got there through Strawberry House. I'm with you. Yeah. No, I'm still not over it possibly being like a trapdoor in the ceiling. No, it was just a regular door. They can more freely go. Okay.
The secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building.
So had Gundam done the final dead room beforehand then? Like he must have. Did you just get bored? Alright, hi Nekomaru. Hello. Oh. Why does Fuyuhiko look like that? Like I understand he was disheveled and starving, but still. He looks so pathetic. My guy.
Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but
it was actually 7.
the killer had already messed with our perception of time.
Like, that's the thing, right? You look at a clock and that does, like, at least for me in the morning, it just, like, changed how I feel in terms of, like, oh, you know, I gotta wake up. It's like, oh, you know, it's like, that number on the screen does a... Yeah, it does a number in your head. Is that same for anybody else or no? Oh, well. Action number 3.
However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
Oh, yeah! I ain't thought about that, yeah.
But the killer was
Yeah,
ready for
he
him.
broke the elevator so he had to go in through Strawberry. I'm with you now. There's no shot.
They were able to press the good night button
With
on
the
back
power of
Nekomaru's
hamsters, do you
neck.
hear yourself, Hajime? Oh well. Anyway, good night, sweet prince. Why are they gonna make him look so evil?
Sleep
It's Gundam Tanaka. The Davers as well. They've got like ominous red eyes. This is foul. This is foul. Anyway,
set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to
see,
7:30
I thought that'd be. I don't know. I thought that would be trickier than it was. I thought only Nekomaru could have done that, but guess I was wrong.
Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob.
Just lying down. He's having to chill all the time, isn't he? No, Actify. There's so much to this, especially compared to last chapter.
Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall.
So there's no way to get in anymore.
They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower.
Why doing that? Why would you do that though?
Discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
I guess, yeah. It's a little bit weird, but it makes sense. It just doesn't fit in my head fully, if that makes sense.
Then they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House.
And then he goes does some remaining things.
Hall, they press the button
Also, like, are we sure Gundam Tanaka really did this crime? Because I mean, look at the person in the thing. They're like a grey man. Maybe it's Mukuro Ikusaba again. Like, you know, Nekomaru's detailed. Why isn't the killer? Clearly, Gundam Tanaka is being set up. Nah, I am not struggling with denial. How dare you suggest that? No. No. And unfortunately it was. It's like, oh.
And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon and wrapped a chain around the back door.
Again, kind of adding to the illusion that that stuff is not opening.
Make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall.
I think she kind of couldn't. And then, last but not least,
with this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the
it's like, I guess he is guilty, but like, you know, in a way, Nekomaru did kill himself.
So they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the.
And I'm kind of hoping there's more to this, though. Like, I don't want Gundam to just be a plain evil guy. Because he seemed like a good guy.
Something unexpected happened.
Ah. So I guess he did poke his head around the corner, but just not get seen.
As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out.
Looks so goofy in that, like, that middle panel at the top. Oh, and Soda. You can only see a little bit of him under my face cam, but they all look so crunchy. I love it. I love it. Masterpiece.
The killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others.
Again, they all look so disheveled, except Gundam, who just has apparently been eating well.
When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up.
Good morning, Nekomaru.
He woke up while he was still hanging upside
down,
so he couldn't help but sway his body.
What a way to go. I hate that. I genuinely do. Like, that is brutal.
Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob.
But it came tearing off because, you know, he got cheeky with it.
There was a heavier load than expected. The doorknob ended up breaking.
I mean, how was he meant to know? How is a guy meant to know how heavy his friend is after he's turned into a robot? Because I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor.
Still, creative murder. Second half of the trial definitely picked up once we solved the secret of the funhouse.
Decapitated him on impact and died.
I mean, it makes sense, yeah, but still. And why does Soda look like that? Like, it kind of looks normal. Soda looks like he's happy.
However,
He's just heard a weird noise.
The plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko.
I mean,
the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Still, though, there's got to be more to this, surely. Oh, and they're giving him the zesty pose as well.
Someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
I'm in disbelief. No, I'm not ready to see him get executed. God, that pose is every bit as zesty as I was about to say it was. And again, he's got 2 rings in his finger, like Buddy Fuyuhiko. Double marriage. Go him. Can we make it 3?
Was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Tell me I'm critically wrong, Gundam.
Stop it.
Tell me I'm critically wrong, Gundam.
Stop using weird words to avoid the truth.
I think he just comes like that, Akane.
I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
I mean, like...
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish Finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Well, it's that's rough. That is rough. You have to. It's like what can I say to that? You know? Damn. Like in the first game, I primarily had the privilege of like people that I disliked being the killers. You know? But like in this game, they're just like, nah, who's going to bat? Teru Teru? Okay, so we got Teru Teru. Then, you know, Peko, indifferent. Then we get to Mikan, and it's like, really? Mikan? And then they're like, oh, we'll do you one better. Yeah, Gundam Tanaka killed him in the 4th chapter. Like, who is going to commit the murder next chapter? That would be, like, the last two I thought feasibly could not, you know, do it. Like, who's going to do the murder next chapter? Like, I would say Soda, but that seems like, you know, I expect that. They're gonna kick me in the balls. It's gonna be someone that I grow to like. I'm gonna end up liking Akane, and they're gonna end up killing her, or like, you know, Shihiro, that's not her name in this game. The gamer woman, like, it's gonna be one of those guys on the left field. I can feel. The people expect Chunsoft. I swear that. Yeah, I've said enough words. Granted, I'm kind of just stalling the inevitable now. It's like, you know, if I don't press the A button and quit the screen, he doesn't have to be executed. All in favor of suspending the series, raise your hand now. Let's, B rank. Let's do it.
Isn't all that exciting.
Yeah.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I would have been happy if it was inverted. You know, like if Gundam died and Nekomaru was the killer, that at least would sting less. You know, like doing Ishimari, but no. I almost don't want to look. I don't like how much of that has turned grey now as well, but... Prison. Like, and that's the... I'm sending whoever wrote that plot twist to prison. There is no force on this earth that will stop me now, but... And of course they make me voice this bit now as well. Right. Yeah, I was preparing to fight. So, it'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice.
Yay, I saw that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true that the Clash trial's finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. Yeah, shut your lip, Nagito. We can finish it until we hear it from Gundam. No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to one who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something. Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys and I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost. And died. Lost and died!
This too.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Explain! Fine then. I shall reveal all. Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower, and this is what happened. Okay? Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say as I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and then instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell
He
you
was serious too. He'd give it his all to try and kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Mechamaru really did that. And this is the truth, I imagine.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That does not seem like a fight.
That's a great one.
And what is your reason?
You're taking his eyes before you're about to kill him.
Situation by killing me?
Okay. Don't do it,
I
Gundam.
am the warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Nah, I don't buy that.
You'll drench your soul with
I got Nekomaru's at least indulging him though, but...
Splendid! In response
Oh.
to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might.
I assume the stare down is how he gets the Davas on him.
Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
God. It's,
Nekomaru need I. Your blood will drench the foundation of my
Again,
empire.
where is the Tanaka Empire, and can I move there?
That is...
But why? Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you
However,
this.
I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling.
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us just to wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall,
Ever since
my
we were walked
tears.
inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up. Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their life span engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf
If a
this
world would consider that justice, and I will fight that will with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but blasphemy toward life. It is a violation of the natural order. It is an arrogance of humanity. Are you saying all that to try and justify what you did? But it all sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man, he had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall,
But
my
even
tears.
so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make
Unlike
history.
Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools. Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then, I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin. Yay! Got it! I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka. This is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam. Miss Sonia, please.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam! Is it fine to stop for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction?
No.
Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However,
No.
there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor.
No.
I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Fuck. That hit. Yeah, nah. I think despite his bullshit, he did that so everybody else could live. It's like, die so everybody can get out, or, well, die later on so everybody could get out. Alright, Gundam Tanaka's Stampede, Ultimate Breeder, Gundam Tanaka's Execution. Look, Nah, don't bring them in with you! What's wrong with you? True man. Oh, why do the goats have pineapples? Those aren't goats, those are in fact bulls. Look, you would better do some insane voodoo magic. Like, let's open up hell. Let's open up hell. I'm in far too much denial right now. Come on, Gundam Tanaka, fuck him up. Let's end the game right here. I personally think we should get Satan involved. Fuck off. Nah. I mean, at least the Devas lived. Just gonna do a bit of this. Then you're gonna worry about the presentation of one eye. No, no, no. Fuck. Even after Gundam is done, the spirit of his parting words still linger deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then, what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it! I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something. You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who has fallen and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that. So how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The last trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing squad trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that! Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this gonna continue?
Now then.
Alright, after being down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food. Hey, hold on a sec! That mood shifts way too damn fast!
It's not like
Well, you know, it's like Gundam Nekomaru said. If that's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey, hey.
Then, let's go back for now and eat. Then, after then, and when we're all full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then, let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trials come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished, but despite that, even though it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things in a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my life. For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Aha! Alright, Monokuma's arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why is it the lonely little Maggie though? Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see. So you can tell. Perhaps you find out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Wow.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even if you don't know how, looks like the final showdown's gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
you don't even
Well,
know?
there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person. The total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope Speak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right, I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making. If this file contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope Speak Academy?
Who
Well,
knows?
I wonder.
Hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you ship false information into this file? Are you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting
Well,
all
you're
riled
splendidly
up.
correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even I know who it is. Why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monomi's after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No,
Well,
no.
that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation like who's putting you guys through all this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know.
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I...
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No, no.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair, and that includes you too.
Well,
I knew you would say that. Besides, I just won't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. in order to create an absolute hope that shines brightly. Stepbladders such as myself and despair exist. You're right, if you're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you... I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Wow.
Am I? Actually, I think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become the existence that could even be called ultimate hope. Two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
There's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? What do you mean, that person? Who is showing up to the island? I would like to know that, please. Please? Maybe how many days we got left? And is this going to be a bomb, or is it going to be a jail that opens? I don't know, but we have 5 days to figure it out. That seems promising, doesn't it? Well, the Ultimate Robot Stream of Clockwork, Chapter 4, End. And can I get a Danganronpa from the nice lady? No. No. We can't have anything in this economy, can we? Never mind, never mind. All is good in the world. And there's 7 left. Bully. Anyway. This is the only time I think an end of chapter present has been out of pocket. And they gave us Mondo Butter in the first game. No, they gave him his jacket, but still. Are you... Did you loot his corpse? You're like, yeah. It's fine. I'll move on. I'll move on. Yeah, sure. I'll save my progress. After being released from Funhouse, went back to the regular living situation. That's good, Hajime. I need to drown out the deep, immense sorrow I feel on the inside with some elevator music as we end this. Golly. That was a roller coaster. It had lows, and then it had more lows, and then it just kept going down. Which to some people, you know, that's the very good roller coaster, because you're just constantly at the fun bits. Whereas for me, no, that just went on from, you know, to, oh no, oh, and now we've run out of track and we're over a live volcano. You know, it just kept getting worse, if anything. You know, I reckon if we keep going, we'd just end up in hell with Gundam. Although he ended up in heaven. I know he did. My Pookie would never, ever go to hell. Now you saw him go to heaven. He is there. Trust me. I know him inside out. I'm sure his 2 wives, like seriously, why did he have 2 rings on his fingers? I'm sure they're both distraught back home. As am I. He's distraught too. We're all distraught. What's gonna happen next time? Place your bets now. Because at the rate we're going, I feel as though they're probably gonna, I don't know, kill everybody I like next chapter. Just to really just bat it home. But you know, we enjoy it secretly. But, oh, that was rough. I'll manage. I'll live, but oh, Nagito, if you don't die soon, in place of somebody I actually like, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have to have, you know, productive conversations to make sure that happens. But yeah, next time, final free time events. I'm gonna try and probably finish up Soda and get some Fuyuhiko's going, I think. But we'll see, we will see. Also gonna have a lot of goes on the Mono machine just so I have, you know, enough presents. But yeah, it is how it is. See you all next time. Think I'm gonna go cry on the floor of my bathroom? Let me know. Will you be joining me in doing that in spirit across the world, wherever you are, after this video ends? Because the more the merrier, am I right? But yeah, that's gonna do it for now. Of course, like and subscribe. And, you know, actually, I feel as though I owe it to a certain character to do this outro in a certain way. So yeah, you can like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It helps out a bunch. But with all that said, and all that aside, thank you all very much for watching. My name has been Gundam Tanaka, and peace out. That's staying in. That is staying in. Fly high, sweet prince. I know you're up there. And yeah, see all you all next time too, I guess. And I'll be seeing you in my dreams.